Hello and a very good morning. Welcome to Shop on TV. I'm Hayley Green.
And I'm Sean Crawley.
Together with Shayley, and together we have got one of our favourite products, something that we sleep under, we sleep on. This is honestly the most luxurious way of sleeping, can change the way you sleep. And perhaps that's why you're up right now, because you're not sleeping so well.
We've got silk luxury bedding, a silk duvet that's 100% silk. This is very important. It's AAA grade. It's the finest of qualities. And at the moment, we've got all sizes back in stock, from single right through to super king. It is about luxury when you go to sleep at night. This is a lightweight duvet that, for me, it'll change the way you sleep. You can see it there on the bed, 100% mulberry silk filled, but on top of that, the outer is 100% gorgeous cotton. 230 thread count on the cotton cover there, so that feels super luxurious as well. 212998 is your item number. If you want to go for the duvet, it comes in all sizes under that same item number. All sizes have also got PayPal Pay in 3, so you can spread the cost interest-free. And if you do want to multi-order, we've also got pillows, we've got pillowcases available for you, all there on the website, shopontv.co.uk. You can see there the finest quality of silk, that AAA grade silk. Mulberry silk is also very important to point out. And as I say, all sizes come under the same item number. 212998 is that item number. So get shopping straight away. Get ahead of the crowds, because we're always busy on these shows.
Yeah, we tend to have sellouts, so grab the stock while it's available, and we haven't got as much as we would like, especially starting so early tonight with ITV and STV. So please put items in your basket, check that basket out and think about sleeping better. Never sleeping too hot or too cold. Be in the right duvet or the right pillow or the right silk pillowcase for all and everybody, and stay with us to discover why. There's so much behind mulberry silk and this AAA grade mulberry silk that you realise you really have got the king of silks that's going to make that difference. And a good night's sleep is so important, and perhaps that's why you're up right now. Your duvet isn't working for you. We've got the duvet that I think definitely will, so stay with us and we'll tell you all about it. Hello and a very good morning. Welcome to Shop on TV. I'm Hayley Green.
And I'm Sean Crawley.
Together with Shayley, and together we have got an amazing show coming up. We've got stock at the minute available, but it's a show that tends to sell out quite frequently, and we haven't got as much stock as we would like. But what's it all about? It's all about a good night's sleep, but the most luxurious good night's sleep.
Bringing you mulberry silk. Imagine sleeping under a silk duvet. Well, that's exactly what we've got for you on today's shows. We've got all sizes from single through to super king, but don't hang around with these. If you want to get yourself a silk duvet that's the finest quality, AAA grade silk, but mulberry silk, and 100% silk filled. It's not a silk mix or a silk blend, it's 100% silk filling.
A TV exclusive with us, and only available from us and from Raymond, who is with us this evening or this morning. I'm never quite sure whether it's evening or morning, but however you want to look at it. And honestly, this is, you'll think it's a lightweight duvet, but my goodness, it's going to keep you nice and warm in the winter. But then it's great as well for taking away in the caravan, the motorhome. It's really easy to change the duvet cover because it's not a big, heavy, bulky duvet. But this duvet is also a duvet that works for you because of that AAA grade mulberry silk that you're looking at right now. That's going to help regulate your body temperature. So through the winter, you're never going to be in that situation where you're feeling too cold and trying to tuck a duvet under. But then through the summer, or actually if you're my age and you're going through those hot night sweats at times, it's going to work with your body temperature to make sure you never overheat. It's quite incredible.
And the same for your partner as well. Raymond is with us here in the studio. Lovely to see you, my friend.
Morning, Sean. Morning, Hayley.
Now, we've known you for a few years.
Hayley, yes, more than a few.
A few decades, I think.
And you know that we sleep under this exact duvet.
Well, you do, actually, and we often mention when we do a show together here in the studio, you bought one of our duvets. You were a total stranger to me and Sean, a total stranger. You bought one at the Idea Home show in London 27, 28 years ago. And you've been sleeping under it ever since.
Yeah.
So you're more than qualified to speak about this product, to tell the viewers, give them an honest opinion, what you think of it. Like everybody else, you're delighted with it. It's a high-quality product at an affordable price. We offer it with an absolute guaranteed money-back guarantee.
So people can get this home, they can try it, they can sleep under it.
They can try it, they can sleep under it. If they're not satisfied, and that's highly unlikely, one telephone call to our office, we'll refund your money with the same speed and the same civility that we take it from you. No arguing, no fighting on the telephone, a simple refund. All we're asking the public to do is try it, right? We know that when the people buy this, they love it. It has a 10-year warranty, a money-back guarantee. It's machine washable. It's allergy board approved. It's an all-weather duvet, Sean. You don't need one. Well, you know, you sleep under one. You don't need one for the winter and the second one for the summer. People very often say to me, you know, how is it possible? It can keep you warm in the winter and cool in the summer. Well, the honest answer is, I don't know. The only person that knows, Sean, is Mother Nature. Yeah. She's had the secret under lock and key for 5,000 years. This is a product that's uncomplicated. There's no complications. There's only two parts to this duvet. The top cover is Egyptian cotton, 230 thread count. Any thread count over 180 is considered to be luxury, so there's no problem with the top cover. The filling within the top cover is AAA grade Mulberry silk. And if you took the trouble to go into Google or Wikipedia and type in all about silk, now remember, Hayley, they're not trying to sell you anything. No. They're simply answering questions. They have no axe to grind. They're just answering questions. And this is what they'll tell you. They will say, within the silk industry, the professionals consider Mulberry silk to be the king of silks. The king of silk, Sean. Now, that's an interesting word, isn't it?
As good as it gets, isn't it?
There can only be one king.
Yep.
Some would aspire to be king. They would love to be king. But in the silk industry, one, Mulberry. And we're using the best of the best, long-fibre, AAA grade Mulberry silk. So all I'm saying to any viewer who's taken the trouble to tune in tonight to listen to our program, please listen to what we have to say, make a decision, buy one and try it. If you don't like it, your money is safe. We'll refund it with a smile on our face.
Now, we're busy already. If you do want to go for this, please do pop it in a basket, check your basket through. We'll give you all the details. It's the same item number, whether you go for the single, the double, the king, or the super king. But please make sure you do not miss out. And when you see the price comparisons with what you would normally pay to our prices today, it is absolutely phenomenal. Yeah. And this is why it sells out time and time again. You can try this. You've got a money-back guarantee. You've got a 10-year warranty. It's machine washable. And all these prices available right now, but only as long as the stock is there.
So your single size should be 169. We brought it down to 139. That's $47.98 on your first of 3 payments with PayPal if you're paying online. 212998 is the item number. Remember, whatever size you're going for, it all comes under that item number. The double size should be £239. It drops to £179 whilst we've got the stock. It comes down to £61.32 on your first of 3 interest-free payments. Then we go to your king size. Again, double and king are always the most popular.
£60 saving again. Remember, if you share a bed, you're both going to love this duvet. It's going to be right for you and for your partner, even if you normally sleep completely differently. And then you have got the Super King available as well. All that same item number, and all of those you can split the cost. But do check everything out on our website. We have also got our pillows available. The pillow is always an absolute top seller, and we will go into more detail with that. Imagine a pillow that's working with you and working with your body temperature, also giving you support. We'll talk you through. We sell, oh my goodness, so many of those pillows. And we have got our silk pillowcases. Do your own research on silk pillowcases. Why beauty therapists, hairdressers will recommend you have
and why so many
pillowcase.
Celebrities use silk pillowcases. Don't go anywhere without
on the internet and say, is silk, is a silk pillowcase good for my skin and for my hair? And just see what it actually says. Oh, my word. And again, we had 2 sellouts of those last time we were to air, so grab the stock whilst it's here. But, of course, join us every single night. We've got great shows every night of the week.
Yeah, from midnight through to 3 a.m. you can join us on Freeview 89, ITV1 and STV. You can see tomorrow night we've got a real special. The Westminster collection are with us. Coming up in the week, we've got cleaning and around the home with Polty, and fitness and well-being also. However, we want to give you a sneaky preview.
We're super excited.
Yeah, of what's coming up tomorrow with the Westminster collection.
From fun to collect 50p coins to limited edition gold and silver collector's pieces that are miniature works of art, the Westminster collection offers you a piece of heritage to collect and treasure forever. Don't miss this fantastic range of commemoratives. Thursday night into Friday morning, live on Shop on TV.
Well, we're busy already. It's really great to have your company. Don't forget to join us tomorrow morning, night, however you want to look at it, because that is going to be a fantastic show. But you're watching a fantastic show right now as well. We've had a little talk around the duvet just briefly. We'll go back into more detail about that. But we have got to mention the pillow in a little bit more detail.
Oh, the pillow, the pillow, the pillow.
These do tend to disappear very quickly, even when we have a vast amount of stock.
This is a gorgeous pillow. It is silk. It's got that same silk that we've been talking about when it comes to our duvet. The softness that you get here is spectacular, but you've also got a core in there to give you support. So you've got the key things that you need. Obviously, it's going to be breathable. It works with your temperature because it releases heat when you get too hot through all those silk and cotton fibres. The deal we've got, it should be £60. It's down to £40 for the show. So 654433 is the item number, and multi-order because you'll only pay 1 postage.
Yeah, which is fantastic. And the price is, Raymond, isn't it unbelievable?
It's wonderful. And, you know, you cannot put a price on a good night's sleep.
No.
And unless you have a really good quality pillow, you're not going to get a good night's sleep. Now, I base that opinion. I've been selling these bedding products for 37 years. I talk to the public at exhibitions all over the country from, say, 10 o'clock in the morning to 6 o'clock at night. For 200 days of every year, I'll be sitting on a stand in an exhibition talking to the public. So I have a fair idea of what the public like and they don't like. And I can tell you this, one of the biggest problems people have in this country is buying a pillow that they actually like. Every single year, I've discussed this with you before, this is hard to believe. Some people find it hard to believe. But every single year in Britain, 10 million cheap, nasty pillows get thrown into landfill. 10 million, Hayley.
Wow. And you can believe that because
listen, I haven't made that figure up. That's an authentic figure, 10 million. What happens, you do it yourself, you go shopping, you're in the supermarket, you have your trolley, you're walking along, all of a sudden, there they are, pillows, 2 for £10. They're in a nice polythene bag, there's a picture in the front, gorgeous young girl, beautifully made up, hair done. She's always sleeping like this, lovely smile on her face, and you think, well, I'll take a chance. And you buy a couple, 10, 15 pounds. 3 or 4 weeks later, you think, what have I done? And they end up in landfill because they go flat, they can't be washed, and they're horrible. Now, this pillow, the way it came about, the buyer from a very large TV company asked us to make it. She said, you know, the public love your duvets. Why don't you make a pillow to the same high standard? We went back to our head office. We're a Canadian company. We're based in Vancouver. I'm the agent for the United Kingdom, right? That's my job. And we went back to our head office. We went to work making a pillow. Now, we took our time, Sean. There's an old saying, the devil is in the detail. There's no point rushing. We took our time. We got the pillow ready to be sold to the public. Now, at this point, I should mention, the Bedding Association, who, Hayley, they're clever, they're knowledgeable people, they know what they're talking about. They estimate if all pillows were sold with a money-back guarantee, they're not.
No.
But if they were, they estimate the percentage it would be returned could be as high, Sean, as 60 or 65%. 10 million a year in landfill. Now keep that figure at the back of your mind. This is the pillow I sleep on at home. When I travel, I bring it with me to make sure I get a good night's sleep. My grandchildren, they get embarrassed, they laugh. They see me walking into a hotel with this under my arm, and they say, Grandad, please don't. But Grandad knows best. Grandad knows with this, I get a good night's sleep. Now, if you were to cut this open with a pair of scissors, in the middle, there's a pocket of fibre. That fibre is there to give you support, Sean, for your neck and shoulders, to make sure you get a comfortable night's sleep. All the way around that, you have layer after layer after layer after layer of AAA grade mulberry silk. Each strand of silk within this pillow, unbroken, Sean, in one piece, is over 1 mile long.
Wow.
Now, you can wash this pillow in the machine. A cold wash, 30 degrees. This one I have in my hand, the one I sleep on at home. You can see I'm scrunching it up. I've slept in this for 6 years. That works out roughly 17,000 hours. It's been washed at least 20 times. Top cover Egyptian cotton, 230 thread count. The filling within the top cover, long-fibre silk, AAA grade mulberry. Allergy board approved. Anybody with allergies, it's a simple thing. Don't waste your money on any other pillow. If you have allergies, this is the one they recommend. Now, I sell these, but you can only buy them from 2 people. I sell them in my website at £60 each and £5 postage. So, to use a modern phrase, I'm not ripping people off. That's the true value of this pillow.
It's brilliant.
Shop and TV buy very large quantities at a very special price, and they pass the saving on to their viewers. You can buy them here this morning for £40 each. That's a saving of £20 per pillow. It's sold with an absolute unconditional money-back guarantee. Now, 1 or 2 people may be listening and thinking, well, should I or should I not buy one? Here's something that might interest you. When we launched these pillows to the public in Britain, in the first 13 months, we sold 86,000 of them. We didn't get 60 or 65% returned. We got 19 returned, not 19%, 19 returned, 19 individual pillows out of 86,000. That's how highly the public rated this pillow.
Well, Raymond, we've got to warn you, the stock is flying. We did have a good amount of stock of our pillow, but 5% of that stock already sold out and gone. You desperately need to order and check out tonight. We're thundering towards a 10%, really. We're on 7% of that stock. It's going to be a really busy night, and it's all about you sleeping well. So please, if you don't sleep well, don't blame it on absolutely everything else. I truly believe it's always what you're sleeping on, what you're sleeping under, under that is disrupting your sleep.
Yeah.
Because we need to sleep.
And we've got to get back to our duvets. They're really busy. Remember, we've also got silk pillowcases available on the show. We'll squeeze those in as soon as we possibly can. But the duvets, imagine sleeping underneath a pure 100% mulberry silk.
And you can try it with a money-back guarantee. So join us to see why, then get it home and test it for yourself. Don't go anywhere. See you in a minute. Welcome to STV, ITV and Freeview already with us. It's great to have all of your company. We have got an amazing show and we're already massively busy. It's all about you sleeping well and it's all about luxury sleeping as well.
It's one of our most popular shows here at Shop on TV because sleeping under a silk duvet, I believe, can really make a difference to the way you sleep. We've slept under it not for years, for decades.
Yeah.
And we'll explain how we know Raymond, who's with us on the show.
We must have bought this duvet about 27 years ago. Honestly, the times that we realise how good this duvet is when we sleep under another duvet at somebody else's house or a hotel, when you get hot and clammy and sweaty or you're just freezing cold. This duvet will make sure that through the winter months, when it's the chilliest of nights, that you're never feeling cold. But then through the summer months, or if you're like me, going through that time in life where you have summer months, many times.
Every night.
Throughout many nights of many months of the year. It also helps regulate your body temperature so you don't overheat. So it works for you and your partner.
I was just going to say that it'll work exclusively for both of you. So if one of you runs hot, one of you runs cold, it's going to work with you night after night, week after week, and season after season. You're not going to change this duvet in the summer, in the winter, in the autumn, in the spring. It's a year-round duvet. So when you get too hot, it releases the heat through all the natural fibres. When you're too cold, it locks the warmth in. It's a lightweight duvet, so it doesn't weigh you down.
But so it's great for travelling.
Yeah,
if you've got a motorhome, if you've got a caravan, it is great for storage. It's great to change the duvet cover because it's not a big, heavy duvet yet. That duvet works for you all year round. It's down to the magical ingredients inside, and that, of course, is your AAA grade Mulberry Silk. And we'll talk about this. This is only available with us here at Shop on TV and with Raymond himself. And this is all about you having the king of silks. It's all about you having that luxurious duvet that's machine washable, that comes with a 10-year warranty. However, comes with a money-back guarantee. So if you have any doubts, please stay with us and learn why this duvet can change the way you sleep. But also remember, you can get it home and you can try it for yourself with a money-back guarantee. We'll check out all the prices and then we'll join Raymond so we can really talk through exactly why this, to us, is the best of duvets that you can buy. And at the moment, we have got all sizes.
Whichever size you go for, it all comes under the same item number. 212998 is that item number. If you've not shopped with us before, it's really easy. We've got massive savings across the board. So the single size should be £169. It's down to £139. You'll see you can also use PayPal Pay in 3, and that brings it down to £47.98 with your PayPal account. First of 3 payments, and that includes your postage.
And being machine washable for a little one, any accidents in bed, it's not the end of the world at all. Then you've got the double. Perhaps you and your partner sleep completely differently. You're always too hot, they're always too cold, they're tucking the duvet over, you're flicking the duvet off. This will work for both of you. And that double, you've got a £60 saving, and again, you can split that cost with PayPal to £61.32. That's the first of 3 payments. But actually, it's quite nice if you've got a double bed to upsize to a king size.
Yeah, you'll get great drape across the bed, so it'll look really luxurious, but also great if you share your bed with a partner, because if you've got a king size on a double bed, obviously it gives you more duvet. No duvet wars. Now, it should be £259. It's down to £199, and with that PayPal, we're talking about £67.98 on your first of 3 interest-free payments there. And we're lucky enough to also have the Super King in stock at the moment, but not as many as we would like. I'm just hearing from our producer, not many though.
No, and we are are massively busy already, and that stock depleting really, really quickly. We haven't got the amounts of stock we would like, and we do tend to sell out always when Raymond is with us. So please, whilst we have the stock, and we'll explain why we can't suddenly bring more stock into the building. You can't suddenly create this duvet because you know, we can't go like that and all the silkworms decide to make the silk and then we can make the duvet. It really is the best of the best that you've got. The silk is that AAA grade silk, and it's only available when it's available. So we do the shows when we have the duvets available, but they do tend to disappear really quickly.
And speaking the best of the best, our guest this evening, or this morning, is the lovely Raymond, who brings us Mulberry Silk. Raymond, who we've known
Were you
for
looking
many
for the
years.
lovely guest then?
That's you.
That's what I did. That's exactly. Did you? I was looking over.
There was someone else. Yeah.
Is he coming
I
in?
was looking over here. I thought maybe you'd been at the cooking, Sherry.
Wouldn't be the first
I
time.
could do with one.
Oh, Hayley, there you
Raymond,
go.
I think we should talk about straight away the difference with Mulberry Silk.
Right.
It is the best, isn't it?
Well, how we get mulberry silk is quite simple. We take the silkworm, we place it in a large metal tray, roughly the size of this bed. We place the tray containing the worm into a darkened room, and we keep it there for 35, 36 days. We feed it exclusively in mulberry leaves.
Okay.
Now, there's 3 different colours of mulberry leaves, red, black and white. If you feed the worm in the red and black leaf, you get a very high quality mulberry silk. If you feed it on the white mulberry leaf, different story. All of a sudden, you take a step up.
Right.
You get the highest grade silk, AAA grade mulberry. That's what we're using in here. Now, Sean, there's a problem. And I'll tell you what the problem is. Hayley hit the nail right in the head. Right? We're at the mercy of Mother Nature, right? The tree that provides the white mulberry leaf is in very short supply. It only grows in any commercial quantity in eastern and central China. And we constantly run out of AAA grade mulberry silk. And when we do, we stop manufacturing.
Yeah.
We sit in our hands. We don't add inferior silk. We don't have a silk mix. Everything we make, I stress when I'm on TV, to any viewer who buys any of our products, you're buying from the official Mulberry Silk Company. Not some company who's bought a little mulberry silk somewhere, added inferior silk to it. This, you are buying from the official Mulberry Silk Company, right? You can buy it with confidence. This duvet is the best of the best. When you use the word luxury, very often people think, luxury, expensive. This is not expensive, it's affordable. Now, coming back to what I was saying about the white mulberry leaf, what happens is simple. Eventually, after 35, 36 days, the silkworm kicks the little cocoon off. I have one on my finger. Now, in one of these duvets, Hayley, there's at least 6,000 of these cocoons.
Oh, my goodness.
Gosh.
But here's the interesting thing, Sean. On that little cocoon in my finger, there's over 1 mile of silk.
Good grief.
Unbroken in one piece. So because the silk is long, because it's unbroken, they can stitch it all the way around the perimeter to anchor it, right? Now, it takes 2 skilled operators a day to a day and a half to make one duvet. Yeah. Once they've anchored it, they can pull it towards themselves, and they put these box cassettes in by machine. Now, that means 2 things, Sean. Firstly, when you sleep under it, you get no cold spots. Mm-hmm. It's an even distribution
across
of heat.
the entire duvet.
And, Sean, it is a cocoon fibre designed, not by man, by Mother Nature, to cocoon anything that sleeps under it or within it. So when you sleep under it, it doesn't walk away in the middle of the night.
No, it drapes over you.
It drapes over you, and it
doesn't
sits. It doesn't move. And most important, when you wash it, it cannot clump up.
No.
You wash it a cold wash, 30 degrees,
Great.
tumble dry and line dry, Sean.
Okay.
And once or twice a year on a warm, sunny day, if you're lucky enough to have a garden, drop it over the washing line in the garden, and the UV rays totally purify and cleanse it. But here's the best news of all. Every one of our duvets is recommended by the United Kingdom Allergy Board. Now, this certificate I'm holding is a coveted certificate. Every bedding company in Britain would love to have this certificate. We are the only company currently selling silk duvets anywhere in the United Kingdom or Europe that has this certificate. Now, it's issued for 1 year at a time. They're clever, they know what they're doing. They do that to make sure our standards don't drop.
Yeah, of course.
They call into our premises, Sean, unannounced.
Whenever they want.
They don't phone up and say, we're coming in 4 o'clock on
So
Thursday.
you can get everything ready and pristine.
Correct, Hayley.
Yeah.
Right?
They surprise
They just
you.
wander in, right? And they check. Now, if they find fault, this is taken away
take it
overnight.
away.
And that's a black mark against us. Now, interestingly, Sean, we have it for Canada, USA, United Kingdom, Ireland, all of the EU countries, 27 of them, New Zealand, and Australia. Now, the reason I mention that to the viewers, very often what satisfies the authorities in Canada will not satisfy the authorities in America or Australia or Italy or Holland or Spain.
All different.
But in this case, Sean, the quality of the product is so high and the manufacturing process is so perfect, they can find no fault. And as a result of that, they have issued this coveted certificate to this duvet. No other duvet, only this one. And if you have allergies, do yourself the biggest favor you possibly can. Buy one of these and try it. It will change your life if you have allergies. Any lady going through the menopause, it wicks away 30% of its own weight in moisture or sweat. Hot sweats, cold sweats, temperature changes. This is the duvet for you. Check it out on computer. Type in, does Mulberry Silk wick away 30% of moisture? They'll say yes, because silk is a low conductor of heat. It's a hydrophilic protein. Hydra, water, philic, loving, a water-loving protein. It's the best of the best. Sold with a no-nonsense money-back guarantee.
I think
And
that's
that's the
really
most
important.
exciting
Yeah,
thing.
10-year warranty.
Yeah,
You can
as
get this
well.
home, you can sleep under it. If you do have allergies, get it home and see the difference it can make. Remember, you do get that
Try
10-year
it,
warranty.
yeah.
Remember, it is machine washable. Remember, at the minute, we have got all sizes, but we've got to warn you, and the percentages keep going up whilst Raymond's chatting. If you are going for the duvet, 10% of the single already sold out and gone. 10% of the king size.
The Super King.
Sorry,
The
Super
Super
King.
King.
Already sold out and gone. And the double and the king size aren't far behind, but we should warn you about the pillow. We had the biggest amount of the pillow, I think, that we've ever had. And that stock, I think I heard correctly, oh, my word, I heard 20%, but actually it's a quarter, another 5% has gone in those few minutes. 25% of that stock has sold out and gone. Raymond, this pillow has been an absolute bestseller, hasn't it?
Hayley, can I tell you something? This, as I mentioned earlier, this is the one I sleep on at home. I bring it with me everywhere I go. Now, I stay in a lot of hotels. It's a job I do. Last night, I stayed at a hotel in Gatwick Airport.
Don't mention it.
I'm not going to mention the name, Sean. I've been doing this job a long time. I don't want to get sued.
It wasn't the best, was it, Raymond?
Can I tell you, I brought this pillow in with me, and the guy, the manager man, saw me walking in with it. He said, don't you like our pillows? I said, well, to be honest with you, I don't.
No, I don't.
You know, I said, I bring my own pillow with me to make sure I get a good night's sleep. I was sharing a room with my son, Martin, and both of us agreed that the pillows in this quite expensive hotel were absolute garbage. That's why I bring this with me. Every year, 10 million pillows, cheap, nasty, horrible pillows, end up in landfill in this country. This studio we're in tonight is in Manchester. About 5 or 6 months ago, Sean, I was in a very large retailer in Manchester, right? There was a mountain of pillows for sale. I'm not talking about 2 or 3 dozen, Hayley.
No.
I'm talking about hundreds.
Yeah.
They were stacked up on pallets. That'll give the viewers an idea of who I'm talking about. They were stacked up in pallets. These pillows were on sale at £6 each. They were filled with plastic bottles, reground plastic bottles.
No way.
When you drink a bottle of water, it's empty. You throw the bottle in the bin. They had got these old bottles, crushed them down, put them in the pillow. That's the sort of pillows that people get duped into buying. Can you imagine a hot summer evening, 4 o'clock in the morning, hot, sticky, humid bedroom? Especially a lady like yourself with long hair, you've got your head in a pillow filled with plastic bottles. I would suggest putting your head in a pillow filled with silk is much better. If you buy cheap, Sean, you and I and Hayley have been doing this a long time, and we know if you buy cheap, so do the viewers know, if you buy cheap, you buy twice. If you buy good, at the end of the day, if you buy good quality, Hayley, nothing, absolutely nothing beats quality. And this pillow is top quality. If you were to cut it open with a pair of scissors, in the middle you have a pocket of fibre. That's to give you support for your neck and shoulders. All the way around that, you have layer after layer after layer of AAA grade Mulberry silk. It's not little pieces of silk chopped up and thrown in haphazardly. Each strand is over a mile long. Top cover Egyptian cotton, 230 thread count. Allergy board approved, no dust mites. Anybody with asthma, hay fever, COPD, anybody who has breathing problems, don't think twice. This is allergy board approved. This is the one they're telling you to buy.
And the great thing, Raymond, is anybody at home, because we can't just throw these things out there, but you can actually get this home and you can try it.
Yeah.
And you get your money back if you don't like it. Do you know, if you'll know this yourself, Hayley, you're an experienced shopper, housewife. If you go into and buy a pillow, say in a supermarket, you don't like it, you try to take it back. This is what they say. Hold on. Under the Health and Hygiene Act, we can't take it back. It has to be destroyed. If a pillow comes back to us, we have to destroy it. You can't give it to charity.
No.
Salvation Army won't take it. What they say, Sean, they say take it to the cat and dog home. And that's what they actually say. And they'll make dog beds out of it.
Well, the majority of us do have to take them to the tip. We must have taken over the years.
10 million a year end up in the tip. Now, this pillow I'm holding is the one I sleep on at home. It's been slept on for 17,000 hours for 6 years. It's been washed at least 20 to 25 times. Washes beautifully.
That's great.
Sean, never loses shape.
Yeah.
Now, you can only buy this pillow from 2 people, from myself or from Shop and TV. We don't supply shops at all. We only have one partner in every country, and in this country, it's Shop and TV. So when I sell them on my website, they're £60 each and £5 postage. That's the true value of this pillow. This morning, they're on offer from Shop and TV. They're not £60 and £5 postage. They're £40 each. You're saving £20 per pillow. And I promise you, if you get it home and you don't like it, I'll refund your money. When I first started selling them, in the first 13 months in this country, we sold 86,000 pillows. We offered the customers a money-back guarantee. 86,000 people bought them. 19 people returned them.
Gosh.
Not 19%, 19 people in 13 months. So if you're lying at home in your bed at night watching, or you're sitting in an armchair, you're thinking, should I or should I not? Take a chance. buy a decent pillow. It's the best night's sleep you'll ever have in this pillow.
But
Get
you're
that
not
money back
taking a
guarantee.
chance.
No, you're not. You've got that money back guarantee. Get it home, sleep on it, see the difference for yourself. We've all bought so many pillows. We've all woken up with that funny neck. We've had the hot, sweaty nights where you're trying to find a cold spot. This is going to help regulate your body temperature. You've got as well that core support, so you've got the right support.
They're the two key things, aren't they, when it comes to a pillow? The comfort while you're sleeping on silk.
It's luxury.
And then the support is that core support in the middle of the pillow.
Egyptian
Hundreds
cotton.
of you have got these in baskets
Now,
now.
we'd got to 25%, then I did hear we'd got to 30% of the stock sold out and gone.
What?
Oh, my word. And now, are you ready? So the last time it went up 5% of the stock had gone. Now another 15%, 45% of a vast amount of stock, probably the most stock we've had of this pillow, has gone, but so many in baskets. Remember, it's not yours till you check your basket through. If you've watched the Mulberry Silk shows before, and I think that's why we're so busy now, you've missed out in the past, you know we have sellouts time and time again. So if you're watching on +1, just check the stock. But if you're watching live, check that basket
And
through.
do multi-order, because if you multi-order, you only pay one postage. So go for a duvet, go for the pillows. Everything's available on the website for you. shopontv.co.uk. It's always the easiest way to shop. Now, if you are shopping on the phones, we do have phone lines, but they're very, very busy. Apologies if you're queuing on the phones. The operators will get to you as soon as possible. However, if you can go to the web, you can go through the whole process. It's really simple. Just select whichever items you want, add them to your basket, or click buy now. It takes you through, it talks you through what you have to do. And
they're a
it's
really
simple.
lovely gift idea as well.
Yes.
Lovely packaging. So if you have got someone perhaps that's moved into a new home, you want to buy them something nice as a housewarming gift, honestly, you will not go wrong with these fabulous pillows. Pillows that also fill a pillowcase, look fantastic on the bed, but the biggest thing is you're putting your head onto silk. Silk that helps regulate your body temperature. Silk that dust mites don't like. So it's all about, as well, if you've got allergies and things, getting this home and trying it, see that difference. And machine washable. There's nothing worse than lots of people with colds at the minute having, you know, days in bed, coughing and sneezing and dribbling into your pillow and not being able to wash that pillow.
So many pillows you can't wash, aren't there? This goes in the machine. You can even tumble dry on a low setting. It's brilliant. And it dries really quickly as well.
So you always feel like you've got... Do you know the best night? My dad used to love the night where he had clean sheets.
Clean sheets night.
Clean sheet night is... Well, with silk, you feel like it's clean sheet night.
It's not just clean sheets, it's clean duvet.
Yeah, it doesn't retain body odours. You know, you just get in bed.
Fresh.
It's lovely and cool. You don't overheat. We haven't mentioned that. Silk is a low conductor of heat. It self-regulates. Sean mentioned it earlier. When two people share a bed, 9 times out of 10, one likes a bed warm, one likes it less warm. Well, that very often happens. Well, in this case, you can both sleep under a silk duvet. It self-reflects, and you'll be perfectly comfortable.
And then with your head on a pillow, again, it's the same, not that hot, sweaty head that you often get. You're trying to find a cold spot. It's going to help regulate your body temperature through the night. If you're going for the pillow, and we are going to have to move away from it, 50% now. It's another 5% gone. 50% of the stock has sold out and gone in the first...
Wow. If you do want to add them to your basket, you still can at the moment. Hundreds already gone, hundreds in baskets, 654433. We've got to talk about the silk pillowcases as well, because loads of you have already got these in baskets and you're shopping for them. Again, when we talk about Raymond silk pillowcases, for me, it is that step above, because it is Mulberry silk, and you've got colours to choose from, haven't you?
AAA grade Mulberry silk on both sides of the pillows, not just a white pillowcase. You have 4, well, at the minute, 4 colour options to go for, but we did sell out of 2 colour options last time Raymond was with us, so do make sure you go for the choice that you want to go for as soon as you can. You've got the Arctic Ice, you've got white, you've got desert, and you've got sage. The Arctic Ice is the silvery sort of blue. The desert is the sort of the champagne-y gold, and the sage, of course, is the green, and then you have got the white option. How much of that stock has already sold out and gone, am I just hearing? Oh, my goodness. We haven't even shown you this, and Am I hearing right?
I think so.
We're thundering towards 20% of the stock, and we haven't even
shown it yet.
spoken about
We
it.
talked about it.
Gone.
Shall I tell you why that is, Hayley?
Tell us
Yes,
why.
tell us.
This opinion I'm giving is based on selling these for the last 37 years, right, at different exhibitions throughout Europe and also America and Canada. January is a very busy month for us with silk pillowcases. At Christmas, we sell, it runs into hundreds of thousands of silk pillowcases. People buy them to give away as Christmas gifts. So people sleep on them over the Christmas period and they think, ho, this is rather special. In January, they order a second or a third one.
Yeah, I bet.
That's
Everyone
why.
in the family wants it.
Exactly. That's why, Sean, even without talking about them, you've now sold an awful lot of them.
And there's a
Because
lot
people
of
want a second one.
There's a lot of differences with yours.
Yes.
Isn't there, Amy?
Well, there's two things that are very special about this particular silk pillowcase. Number one, it's AAA grade Mulberry silk. Check it out on a computer. Go into Google or Wikipedia, type in all about silk, and they'll tell you Mulberry is the king of silks. And you are buying from the official Mulberry Silk Company. There are no inferior fibres mixed in with it. I would say, well, quite a high percentage of silk pillowcases you buy in Britain. What they do, Sean, it's nasty, really. They get cotton, polyester, they polish it so it looks like silk. Now, to the untrained eye, you can't tell the difference.
No.
Yeah.
So what they do, Hayley, to get a higher margin of profit, they take a small amount of silk, maybe 20%. They blend in 80% of this inferior man-made fibres, and they pass it off as silk. Now, these are pure AAA grade Mulberry silk. We have to put the label on by law, and on the label, we have to tell you exactly what's in it. You're buying from the official Mulberry Company. Now, inside this particular pillowcase, this is something that's unique. We have sprayed on a thin layer of cotton.
This is so clever.
We've sprayed it on. No other pillowcase I know does this, right? Now, there's a saying, Sean, that's known the whole world over, in any country in the world, smooth as silk.
Yes.
When people want to denote perfection, they say, oh, smooth as silk. It went smooth as silk. Your hair looks smooth as silk. Smooth as silk. Now, by putting that cotton inside the pillowcase, cotton, even the very most expensive cotton, compared to silk, is coarse, it's rough. So the cotton inside the pillowcase grips the pillow when you put the pillow into the pillowcase. So the outer pillowcase, this silk, stays absolutely smooth as silk.
Right.
Now, the advantage of a silk pillowcase, there are 19 amino acids in silk. One of them, a very important one called sericin. You spell that S-E-R-I-C-I-N. Check this on a computer. Sericin keeps your skin and your hair hydrated. Sericin traps moisture within your skin, so it's very good for your skin, and it's especially good for your hair. There is no static in silk at all, so you get no frizz. And if you have long hair in particular, you don't have to tie it up at night, it doesn't tangle. Now, I have no hesitation in saying, if you were lucky enough to find a shop in the United Kingdom selling silk this quality, obviously there are shops in the United Kingdom selling silk this quality, but they're very few and far between. Very few and far between, I can assure you. If you were lucky enough to find a shop selling silk this quality, for a pillowcase like this, you'd pay over £50. They're on offer here today at £35. Buy them, they're a bargain. Beautiful colours.
Great
White,
colours.
desert sand, ice blue, and this beautiful avocado, lovely. And remember, when you buy it and you get it home, silk is the second strongest natural fibre in the world. We estimate the life of this pillowcase is minimum 25 years. And the important sericin within the pillowcase never washes out. It's there forever. It's wonderful.
It is, it's an amazing pillowcase that, honestly, whilst we've got the stock, do please get them home and grab them. You have got the 4 colours. You've got the Arctic Ice, which is the silvery sort of blue. And that's going to work with navies. It's going to work with greys. You've got the Sage, which is the green. You've got the Desert, which is that lovely champagne. And you've also got the white. Arctic and white, both of those, 20% of the stock already sold out and gone. Last time we came to air, 2 colours completely sold out super quickly, and we're actually heading the same way right now. So please do grab the colours whilst we've got them.
Great neutrals, aren't they? So it doesn't matter what kind of decor
you've always got.
This colour here, this desert sand is beautiful.
Yeah, that's a lovely. It's like a.
I have 10 grandchildren, 6 boys and 4 girls. The girls all range on age from 13 up to 21, 22. All of them, the young people in particular, seem to go for this colour. It's really beautiful. So it's restful.
Yes, all very calming colours.
Very calming colours. And I know if you look at those colours, there'll be a fleck of that colour throughout the duvet that you've got, throughout the curtains as you've got. The easiest thing to do is to jump on the website and order as quickly as you possibly can. You can, of course, order on the phones. But on the website, pop items into your basket, but please check that basket out really quickly. The duvets are flying. I'm just hearing that the pillows themselves...
nearly 3/4 of the stock already gone. So if you do want to get those
73% to the pillow. And that was a vast amount of stock.
Haley,
hundreds in baskets right now.
You realise how many pillows you sold?
I didn't expect that.
Sean.
We're not even at 1 o'clock yet.
That's a mountain of pillows you're just...
So if you watch on +1...
I'd like to say thank you to the viewers for trusting us. Our pillows are wonderful. You're not going to waste your money if you buy them. People say to me, you keep selling out, why don't you bring more with you? I would love to bring more, but I can't get the quality of silk in large quantities. Our supply is limited. We farm our own silk, you know. We actually farm our own silk, and we're at the mercy. Haley mentioned it earlier in the show. We're at the mercy of Mother Nature. There's a lot of silk in this pillow, and they've sold a mountain of them tonight, so thank you.
Yeah, we're going to have to move away from the pillow for now. If you've got it in a basket, please do check it through.
You can still add it in at the minute.
Yeah, you can. And remember, our system allows you to do that. If we only had 5 pillows left, you could all... If there was 500 of you, or 505, you could put those pillows into your basket. It's only the first 5 people that ordered and checked out that would actually get, though. It's not yours till you check your basket through. And we've got hundreds of people with them in baskets.
Even the gallery.
Even our director right now started panicking about 5 minutes ago, and he's like, "Oh my goodness, I was meant to be ordering some of these," and so I ordered and checked that basket through. So please do exactly the same, because when the stock has gone, just like Raymond was saying, can't suddenly miraculously bring that stock back. This silk is from silkworms that only feed off a white mulberry silk leaf, and it's that mulberry silk leaf that just isn't available all year round and every day of the week. You know, it's Mother Nature. It's all down to Mother Nature, the stock that we get. And when we have stock, we do shows. And we did have a lot of stock of that pillow.
Yeah, but not anymore. So please, whatever you're shopping for, confirm your orders and check out. We've got to go back to the duvets. The duvets for us are where the story began, because we first saw these duvets. It was the Ideal Home show, wasn't it, Raymond? Yeah,
it was, Sean. You were, if I remember correctly, Sean and Haley. I've been exhibiting at the Ideal Home exhibition in London as a company, me personally, for 67 years.
Wow.
And about 27, 28 years ago, every year I'm there, 26, 27, 28 years ago, Sean and Haley were working for Tefal on a stand, 2 or 3 stands along from one of my stands. I'd never met them. I was a stranger, and they were a stranger to me. They came up, they were staying in a hotel, the duvet wasn't particularly comfortable. They came up and they said to me, "How good are these duvets?" I said, "Well, take it home and try it. Take it back to your hotel. If you don't like it, bring it back in the morning, I'll give you your money back." Haley, clever girl, she bought one using Sean's credit card. That's a fact, Sean, right? She took it home that night. She came back next morning, she said, "You know, I think you're right, it's special. And they've been sleeping under it for the last 26, 27 years. The duvets we have in my bed at home are 30-odd years old. When you buy this duvet, consider it to be an investment. You're not going to have to replace it in 2 or 3 or 4 years' time. This is something it will last you, in my estimation, the best part of your adult life. It's a very special product. It's not an ordinary duvet. You can buy ordinary duvets in any supermarket. You can only buy this from Shop and TV. That's the difference.
And that is, it's exclusive with us, and of course you can buy from Raymond direct, but our prices are incredible. It's all about big savings tonight, and it's all about having a really busy night as well, or morning, however you want to look at it. And perhaps you're up at this time because you're not sleeping well. Perhaps you're cold, perhaps you're too hot. We all sleep differently, don't we? And this duvet is going to work for all and everybody, but you actually get a money-back guarantee to try it.
That's another thing to point out, that this is a year-round duvet. You won't ever be switching duvets in the summer and then the winter. You won't have to store this away. This is a duvet that works every night of the year for you, and if you get too hot, it releases the heat through the natural fibres. If you're too cold, it locks the warmth in. If you're one of those people who hates in the summer, it's so hot, but you still want something over the top of you.
Yeah, you don't want to lie sort of naked without something over you, do you? No, you want a duvet, you want something on you. You can have this on you on the hottest of nights because it will wick away the moisture. It'll make sure it'll help regulate your body temperature so you're sleeping at that right temperature through the hottest of nights. And if you're my age, that could be any night of the year. But then through the winter, perhaps you're awake because your feet are freezing, you're freezing, you can't get warm. It then works sort of the opposite and makes sure that you get to that right temperature so that you are cosy, that you are comfortable. Because if you're not at the right temperature, you're not sleeping properly.
You get that disturbed night's sleep.
It's either waking you up or it's not allowing you to get to sleep. And we need to have a good night's sleep. And honestly, buying today, you're investing in your good night's sleep. And do your own research on the benefits of sleeping well. Oh, my goodness. It's when our batteries recharge. It's so important. But you need to be quick because our stock is disappearing very quick.
At the moment, we've got all sizes, from single through to Super King. You've got great savings across the board. If you've not shopped before, you just need the item number at the top of the screen. So 212998 is the item number, and that goes for whatever size you're going for. Just select the size as you go through. Now, your single size, £169 is the price it should be. It's down to £139. And with PayPal paying 3, that comes down to £47.98 on your first of 3 payments.
Now, we had a nice amount of stock of that, but 20% of that stock virtually sold out and gone. You need to please. We're thundering towards that 20%, and it just gets busier and busier, this show. Machine washables are great for little ones if they have accidents. It's not the end of the world. The double, if you sleep with a partner, this duvet is going to be right for both of you. Whether you sleep always really cold and they always sleep really hot, they're flicking the duvet off, you're tucking the duvet under. Actually, no, you'll both just sleep soundly because it'll work with you and your body and regulate your body temperature. So if you want to go for that double, £60 saving, and again, you can split that cost with PayPal. So £61.32, that's the first of those 3 payments.
Then we go to your king size. The king size and the double are always the busiest, and they're flying out of the door tonight. It should be £259. It's down to £199, so another £60 saving there. That comes down to £67.98 on your first of 3 interest-free payments. Remember, PayPal's available on the website. If you've got a PayPal account, you can split the cost there, £67.98 on your first of 3 payments, and that includes your postage. If you want to add in pillows, if you want to add in pillowcases, you'll only pay 1 postage. And finally, when it comes to the duvet, Super King is the biggest size, but this, nearly a quarter of the stock on the Super King size gone. If you want to go for that, should be £279, but it's down to £219.
And the best thing is you can get all of these home, you can try them, you can sleep under them, you can see the benefits for yourself, see how well you sleep, what a different... Because you'll think, what can a duvet make that difference?
Yes.
Oh, my word.
Huge
when we
difference.
slept under this for the very first time, about 27 years ago, we could not believe the difference.
And it was
made.
winter time, so it was around March. It's usually about
The Ideal
March,
Home
isn't it?
Exhibition's held in March.
And the
It's coming up in 10 weeks' time.
The thing
Oh,
with
gosh, yeah, it is.
with this duvet, Raymond, I love the fact that people can... It shows they can come up and feel it. Here, they can take it home.
It's interesting you say that, Sean. Now, you've worked in shows before you started in television.
Yeah.
I've worked in shows for 67 years, since I was a young boy, right? And people come up to our stand. I'm talking about experienced housewives, men as well, but mainly women. And they're home builders. They know when they touch quality. They touch it like this, and you can see the shock in their face. It registers. They go, oh, this is special.
Yeah.
You know, and Sean, it is special. Egyptian cotton, 230 thread count. Anything above 180 is luxury. The filling, AAA grade mulberry silk, considered by the silk industry to be the king of silks. 2 component parts, nothing else. What we have done is not rocket science. We have taken the 2 most famous fabrics in the world. We have passed them to a company who have a stellar reputation for making quality products. They've made a top quality product. We have offered it to the public with a 10-year warranty and a money-back guarantee. But here's the key to our operation. We don't supply shops. People might be sitting at home saying to themselves, hold on a minute, Raymond's telling me this duvet is wonderful. Sean and Hayley are telling me this duvet is wonderful. Why is the price so low? Because the price is low, believe you me. The price is low for one reason. Normally, Hayley, when you have a product like this ready to be sold to the public, you pass it to a distributor. He passes it to a wholesaler. The wholesaler then passes it to the shopkeeper or the retailer. Now, each one of those people, 3 of them, they are on a margin of profit for themselves. Quite rightly, they've done nothing wrong. They're just trying to make a living. What we've done, we've eliminated those 3 people. You can only buy this from myself or from Shop and TV. Shop and TV buy them from me. Now, the interesting thing is, here's the crunch. The buyers here at Shop and TV are very, very experienced people. They're tenacious and they're tough. I know. It's me they deal with. Right. They buy, it's a fact, they buy very large quantities at a very low price, and they pass the saving on to the customer. So basically, I always say, when you buy this duvet, you're being offered champagne for the price of beer with a money-back guarantee. It will keep you warm in the winter. It will keep you cool in the summer. It is allergy board approved. Dust mites will not live in it. Anybody with allergies, don't waste your money on any other duvet. Go for the one the allergy board approved. That's just old-fashioned common sense. Machine washable. The duvets we have in my bed at home are 30-odd years old. Sean and Hayley's, bought 27 years ago. They'll be sleeping under it this morning when they go back home. It's an investment. You have nothing to lose by trying it.
And we notice, and you're just seeing here, it's really sort of portable as well, because it does fold down so well. If you have got a caravan and motorhome, this is why it's so popular at caravan and motorhome shows. It allows you to take this with you, but it's all down to that the key ingredients, that AAA grade Mulberry silk that you're seeing right there.
The quality,
the whitest of white, miles of silk, the strongest of materials that actually will work with you and help regulate your body temperature. In the gallery, can't believe how busy we are, can't believe how busy the phone lines are, can't believe we're so busy on absolutely everything. But that's what happens when we have Mulberry silk with us. Only available from Raymond himself at his shows and exhibitions on his website, and from us here on Shop on TV. Money-back guarantee.
Yeah, the fact that you've got a duvet with a 10-year warranty. As Raymond said, it's got that UK allergy seal of approval.
Huge.
That's so important. I love the fact that it's machine washable as well. You don't have to
no
take
dust
it to,
mites.
and you don't have
Hayley,
to take it to the cleaners.
you've just mentioned caravan shows a second ago. Next week in Glasgow, where I live, there's a very large caravan show. Next week. The following week here in Manchester, there's a large caravan show. Then 2 weeks further on, the big one at the NEC in Birmingham.
One, yeah.
January and February, you get 3 of the largest caravan shows in Britain. But in the summertime as well, these caravan shows are held usually Friday, Saturday and Sunday. People come along in the motorhome, the caravan, they put their awning out, get the tables and chairs out, organise the children, and then they walk around the trade stand, Sean, looking at products they might or might not buy. And sometimes I'll get a customer who'll come up to the stand and they'll say to me, I'm not sure if I need one of your duvets. And this is what I say, Hayley. I say, well, look, you're sleeping on the showground in your motorhome. Buy it. Sleep under it tonight. And if you don't like it, bring it back tomorrow morning.
Yes.
And I'll refund your money. Given that choice, Hayley, I would say an awful lot of people buy one. They have nothing to lose.
No.
They can try it.
Yeah.
Right? The following morning, at least 30 to 35% of the people who have bought it the day before, Sean, come back, not to have a refund, to buy a second duvet.
Yeah.
They sleep under this for one night. And the old duvet they've slept under for, say, 7, 8, 9, 10, 20 years, that's immediately eliminated, put in the back bedroom, put in the loft as a spare. When people buy this, they love it. They simply love it. And I'll just repeat quickly, any lady going through the menopause, this is the duvet for you. Wicks away moisture. If you sleep with a partner who overheats, who sweats, this is the duvet for you. It'll wick away 30% of its own weight in moisture or sweat. That's not me talking rubbish. That's a simple fact. Check it on a computer. It's a special product.
It's so special, isn't it? The fact that we've slept under it for so many years.
And you know the time we really noticed, because you become used to it and you get used to that luxury and you don't even think about the fact in the winter you're not cold or in the summer you're not too hot. It's just part of your everyday. You just, you know, it's helped us sleep better every single night.
Realise...
is when we sleep somewhere else.
And it happened recently because the weather was so bad, wasn't it? We commute here to Manchester every night and the weather was terrible. We had all the snow a couple of weeks, was it a week ago?
So we stayed over.
And with that snow, we stayed over in a hotel. Well, we had the worst night's sleep.
Happened to me last night. I told you, at Gatwick Airport.
Freezing.
It was the worst night's sleep I've had in years. And I was sharing a bedroom with my son, Martin. 4 o'clock in the morning, we're both sitting up talking to one another.
Bless you. It's
horrible.
amazing, isn't it?
It's horrible.
And then it was the same as well. We stayed at a relative's in the summer and we both woke up. I was clammy, really hot. And I was like, I think they've got the heating on. You know, it's summer, it's a hot night. I was feeling the radiators. I was like, you know, it's absolutely boiling in here. And realised again that duvet was just in the summer reflecting all that heat.
That's what
it traps the heat.
Yeah.
Hayley.
It locks it in, doesn't it?
Yeah, Sean, as I mentioned earlier in the programme, so at the risk of boring the viewers, I'll mention it again. For 200 days, I would say, of every year, you'll find me at an exhibition somewhere from 10 in the morning to 6 in the evening, sitting, talking to the public about their likes and their dislikes of bedding products. And I've been doing that for 37 years, selling silk products. So I've got a fair idea of what the public like and dislike. Now, the biggest problem the public have with getting a good night's sleep is not being too cold in bed. What Hayley said a second ago is being too hot in bed. People simply overheat in bed, and that's what wakens them up. 2 or 3 o'clock in the morning, they're waking up. Now they're awake when they should be asleep. And the main reason they're awake, not the only reason, but the main reason, they're too hot. The silk stops that happening. It self-regulates. It's wonderful.
It absolutely is wonderful, and it changed the way we sleep, and you've got the opportunity to try and see the difference for yourself.
I think that's really important, that you have got the opportunity to try
How often can you try bedding? Can you imagine trying to take bedding back to a shop that you've slept under or you've slept on? You wouldn't even dare, but actually they'd be like, there's no way you've slept on that. We can't do anything with that. now, but you have got a money-back guarantee on all Raymond's products.
That Mulberry Silk and Raymond have in these products. He does it at every show.
If you've got allergies, remember it's got the UK seal of approval from the Allergy Board, which is phenomenal. The only silk duvet, I should say, here in the UK, to our knowledge, that has that. And you have that because dust mites don't like silk. The same with the pillows as well. It is all about finding a product that's right for you. And silk is that natural product, and this is AAA grade Mulberry Silk, which is the king of silks, which is why you have certificates like this, which makes such a difference.
It really does. We should remind you of all the prices and the sizes. Everything comes under the same item number, remember, when it comes to your duvets, but they're flying out the door. Machine washable, 10-year warranty, UK seal of approval from Allergy Foundation. So let's just remind you how to shop. If you haven't shopped with us before, it's really easy and simple and straightforward. Just need that number on the screen, 212998, and that goes for whatever size you're going for, from single through to super king.
Yeah, perhaps you've got a little one that's just gone into bed and they are waking up all really clammy every single night. Perhaps they're not sleeping well. Can you imagine if this makes a difference to how they sleep? Now, I can't guarantee you that, but you can get it home and try it, and I think it's worth every single penny. And machine washable, if that little one has an accident, it's not the end of the world.
Great.
So that single duvet should be usual price, great price of £169, but £139 with us. But over 20% of that stock already sold out and gone. The double, you've got a £60 saving. And remember, you never sleep too hot or too cold in this duvet. It works for you in the coldest of nights in the winter, in the hottest of nights in the summer, but it means it works for you and your partner, because we all sleep very different,
If you run at different temperature to your partner...
You could be throwing the duvet off and I'm trying to pull it back on, and I'm trying to stuff it.
But that doesn't happen with this,
No, not at all, never.
Because when I'm too hot, it releases the heat through all the natural fibres. When Hayley's too cold, it locks all the warmth in. So the double, a £60 saving. Then we go to the king size. Again, a £60 saving on that king size. A quarter of the stock already gone. Whatever you've got in baskets, and there is so much in baskets.
Yeah. We're telling you the stock that's gone. If all the best baskets checked out, on my word, we would be in trouble. So many in baskets. Remember, all of these prices you can split with PayPal as well, over those 3 payments with PayPal on our website. Our phone lines have been really busy, so we do apologise if you've been in queues. We'll get to you as soon as we can, but if you can get to the website, please get to the website if you can, but hang on the phones, we'll get to you as soon as we can. And the Super King, again, another £60 saving, £219 for a Super King duvet, and again, a quarter of the entire stock sold out and gone. Split that cost, £74.65 is the first of those 3 payments. What we will say is, please, if you have it in a basket, check it through. Very quickly, we're going to be in situations where more people are ordering than stock is available. So please check your baskets through.
Now, we're hearing how busy we are across the board on everything.
There's a bit of a panic about the pillow situation.
Yes, hundreds of you have already gone for the pillow. Hundreds of you have got these in baskets right now. This is a superb pillow because it's silk again, and it's that finest quality of silk that we've been talking about. 100% mulberry silk wrapped around a core support in the middle of here. So you get the 2 key things you want from a pillow. You've got the support, but boy, oh boy, have you got the comfort, because it's surrounded with that long strand, AAA grade silk.
And it's silk, so it's going to help regulate your temperature. So perhaps you always wake with wild bed hair, really clammy neck. Honestly, this pillow, again, can change the way you sleep, and you get the opportunity to try this. It has been so super popular that we are truly, though we had a vast amount of stock, truly worried about the stock. Honestly, it's phenomenal. And split that cost, 14... Oh, that's great, isn't it? 3 payments, £14.98, the first of those 3 payments. And multi-order. Don't buy one for you and not for your partner, because I think it could be divorce.
Oh, yes.
Definitely buy 2 of these pillows. And remember, however many items you're ordering off our hour, you don't have to pay any extra delivery cost.
Now, we have had a couple of messages in, people asking us to tell you about the mattress that we've got on the show. Now, we've got to let you know, we've only got it in one size. We only have it in king size available, but we're going to give you a quick run around the actual mattress, because, again, we're talking about silk. So if you've got a king size bed and you want to go for a king size silk mattress, we've got this at a brilliant price for you. We want you to take a look inside. So take a look at the layers when it comes to your cocoon mattress. It does say sold out there. It is sold out in single, in double and super king, but it is available in king size. Now, you've got a pillow top mattress here. It's a lovely deep mattress, but it's got silk in there. It's got individually wrapped pocket springs in there as well. Now, your item number is 089838. Again, to remind you, it's sold out in single, in double and super king. We've only got king size available for you. So it is available on the show, but we don't have a lot. We'll get Raymond to give us a quick whirlwind tour of the mattress, if you would,
Well,
Raymond.
basically, there's two types of mattresses. You get memory foam, or you get sprung mattresses. We entered the mattress business about 6-7 years ago, and we decided, after a lot of research, we decided to go with pocket sprung mattresses. Now, inside our mattress, these are the type of springs that you have. This is a cut-down version of it. Now, the mattress is a medium firm support mattress. In the average double size, say, or king size, there'll be roughly 800 to 900 of these springs. Each one of the springs stands individually and is wrapped individually, and they're not joined together. The old-fashioned sprung mattresses, they were joined together, and they had a serpentine rail around the edge, so they were clamped. And when people were sleeping on them, you got motion transfer, which basically meant when one person turned over, it affected the sleeping of the other person.
Yeah, you felt someone getting in and out of bed or roll, yeah.
Now, with the pocket sprung mattress, to give you an example, this one in the corner here, if I pull it down flat, look, these two don't move.
Yeah.
So you've got support. So you'll find when you sleep on our mattress, people love it. Now, it's got a 60-day trial period.
OK.
You can buy it tonight. You can take it and try it, right? It'll be delivered, rolled up in a cardboard box. Take it out of the box, throw the packaging away, put it in your bed, sleep on it for 60 days. If you don't like it, lift the telephone, phone us. We'll send you a bag, pop it in the bag. We'll come and pick it up next day and take it away and refund all your money.
Brilliant.
Now, the interesting thing, Sean, is this. Because we only have, it's the king, isn't it?
Just king
because
size,
and only a few of them, too.
Yeah, very small.
Because we only have a few of them on offer, what we're doing, we're offering the pillow top version. Let me give you a cut-down version of it. This is a cut-down version of the mattress, which we have on offer.
So you've got an extra layer there.
Yes, there's 5 different layers here. Then you have an extra layer of silk. Look at the quantity in here. Now, this extra layer gives you extra comfort. So what we're doing, we're offering this top-of-the-range mattress at the same price you would normally pay for an entry-level mattress.
Fabulous.
With a 60-day trial period.
It's an upgrade.
It's an upgrade.
Now, the price on this should be £799.
Yeah.
It's down to £469. And with those PayPal payments, it's only £159.65.
Yeah.
So, brilliant cost there. If you want to get that, we just wanted to mention it quickly because lots of people have been asking about it. Available in king size only at that massively reduced price.
And again, you're sleeping on silk, so it's keeping you, again, regulating that body temperature. 100% breathable, that silk filling. So no more hot, sweaty nights, no more cold nights. Nothing compares to silk. So helping to regulate your body temperature, giving you the most incredible comfort. It's all the ingredients to a good night's sleep. that actual mattress.
I love that, yeah.
But you've got 60 nights to actually trial it, to get it home, to sleep on it and see the difference that it makes to you every night. But we only have that king size available and not a great deal of stock, so please do grab it whilst
So
the stock
again,
is
same
there.
message. Pop it in your basket and check your basket through. Don't miss
Sleeping
out.
on silk.
Yeah, sleeping on silk, sleeping under silk, but laying your head on a silk pillow. And now, hundreds of you have already gone for this pillow, understandably.
We had vast amount of stock of this pillow, and I know we were thundering towards 80% of that stock, and we are really worried because so many have got this in baskets. You desperately do need to check your basket out. We're going to be in a situation where more people are ordering than stock is available. And this pillow, for so many, Raymond, and my word...
It was a long time in the making, wasn't it?
Yeah, well, I think we've all bought so many pillows in our life that just haven't worked for us.
I'll ask you a question, Hayley. Now, think before you answer this.
Ooh,
right.
It's a test.
Oh, gosh.
Uh-oh.
Uh-oh.
I don't know if I'm ready for this. Yeah, OK, I'm thinking.
A lady with a husband, say a couple of children, in her lifetime, how many pillows do you think she buys?
Oh, gosh. I don't know. I know.
Right.
This is why we haven't been on the 1%.
Hazard a guess.
Well, we must have personally thrown out about at least 12 pillows.
Yes.
More,
well, the average lady with a husband, 2 children. Now, this figure I'm going to give you, this figure, we've arrived at this figure. This has come from the Bedding Association. The average lady buys 40 pillows in her lifetime.
I can believe it, yeah.
Right. There's so many cheap, nasty, horrible pillows being sold to the public. To give you an example, I live in a small conservation village 6 miles from the centre of Glasgow. There's 1,700 people live in my village. It's a small village.
Lovely.
And we tend to know one another. I've been there for 40 years, right? Now, my wife's not very well at the moment, so she can't go shopping, so I have to do the shopping. And I was in the local supermarket a few months back, and the lady on the checkout, she knew me, and she said, I saw you in television last night selling those pillows. She said, are they any good? And I burst out laughing. I said, well, of course, they're very, very good indeed. She said, well, I said, but hold on a minute. I said, yes, they are good. She said, well, could you bring me in a couple? I said, well, hold on. You sell pillows in here, 2 for £10. Oh, she said, the staff know they're rubbish. She said, we sell them and they bring them back within a week. No. Now, the interesting thing, when they do bring them back, they will not give you a refund. Under the Health and Hygiene Act, they're entitled to say, sorry, you've bought them, they're your problem, keep them. You try and give a pillow back to a company after you bought it.
You can't.
This pillow, we sell it with an absolute money-back guarantee. No arguing, no fighting on the telephone. I've been selling stuff in television for close on 50 years, and I always judge the success of any product, not on how many we sell, but how many we get returned. Think about that. Now, when we first started selling this pillow in Britain, right, in the first 13 months, we sold 86,000 pillows. Gosh. We got 19 returned. 86,000 people were given the opportunity of having the money back or keeping the pillow. They said, no, thank you, we'll keep the pillow. Now, the Bedding Association reckon ordinary pillows, this is not ordinary, ordinary pillows sold with a money-back guarantee, at least 60 to 65% of them would be returned. Gosh. If they could be. Not 19 out of 86,000.
And there's a real difference here, Raymond, when it comes to this pillow.
Quality. The word is quality.
Amazing. But for me, I love the story behind the development again.
Well, what we did, we went back. We were asked to make this pillow by the buyer of a very large TV company here in the United Kingdom. She said, the public love your products. You've been coming to us for 20-odd years. She said, the public love your products. Could you please make a pillow for us? Well, we went back to our head office in Vancouver. We have a research and development department there, staffed in my opinion, by clever, knowledgeable, expert people. And we went to work making a pillow. We took our time. It took us roughly 2.5 years to get it ready. When we got it ready, back to Britain, sold it, 19 returned out of 86,000 over a 13-month period. This one is the one I sleep on at home. When I travel, I bring it with me, so I'm guaranteed a decent night's sleep. It's 6 years old. It's been slept on for roughly 17,000 hours. It's been washed at least 20 to 25 times. When you wash it, it cannot and it will not lose shape. Just look at the condition of it. The top cover, Egyptian cotton, 230 thread count. The filling within the top cover, it tells you on the label. We're not trying to hoodwink or deceive anyone. We tell you exactly what's in it. Cut it open. In the middle, you'll find a pocket of fibre. That's to give you support for your neck and shoulders, to guarantee you a decent night's sleep. All around that pocket of fibre, layers of silk. Layer and layer, long fibre. Each strand is over 1 mile long. That little cocoon, there's over 1 mile of silk in it, and there's 2,000 of those in one pillow. Just think about that, ladies and gentlemen. You can only buy this pillow from myself or from Shop and TV. Shop and TV buy them from me. I sell them on my website at £60 each and £5 postage. That's the true value of this pillow. They're on offer here this morning, not at £60, at £40, with a money-back guarantee. Every one you buy, you save £20 on it. And if you don't like it, and that's highly, I don't think that can happen, we'll refund your money.
That's
I mean,
great.
you can't...
Allergy board approved.
Yeah. You
And
can't
washable.
go wrong.
Washable as well.
Cold wash, 30 degrees.
There's nothing
no
worse,
dust
is there?
mites.
Brilliant.
Yes.
I love the fact you can wash a pillow, because we always talk about, especially
Well,
over the winter
people dribble,
months.
Sean. You
Yeah,
know yourself, Haley's a
Oh,
bit
no,
of a
don't look
dribbler.
at me.
Not,
Yeah,
not
terrible.
Ladies
Terrible.
don't dribble.
Haley,
Ladies
Haley,
don't dribble.
you're a well-known dribbler.
Not just when I'm asleep. just all the time.
Everybody dribbles, Haley. Everybody
Good
dribbles.
job. I like you, Raymond.
Shall we move on?
Good job of knowing one another a long time.
Now, we are hugely, hugely busy. I'm going to be absolutely honest with you. You are going to start missing out now on this pillow. We had a vast amount of stock, the biggest stock we've ever had, but that stock is depleting, and we're in a situation really where more people are ordering than stock is available. So please check your basket out. As I always explain, it's not yours until you press checkout. So you might have it in your basket, and I know we all relax and think that's fine. I've got a basket on a certain website. I've got 20 items in it at the minute. I have sent for a few of them, but there's 20, and they never go. I can go back to it next week, and they're all still there. Our system isn't like that. The stock we have is always limited with Mulberry Silk as it is, but the stock is ours until you check out. So though it's in your basket, if we've only got 5 of them left, it could be in another 505 people's baskets. And sadly, it will only be, and it might be none of you, it'll be the first 5 people to order and check out that will get the stock that's there. And we are in that situation where more people are ordering than stock is available. So please check that basket through. With the peace of mind, you get to try it.
Yeah.
And if you've got allergies, just think about the fact that dust mites don't like silk. We've talked about the duvet having the UK allergy seal of approval because of that silk. So if you've got those allergies and you're wondering, I wonder if that will make a difference to me, get it home and try it. I think lots of us, like we say, dribbling, coughing, sneezing,
Over
being
the winter
poorly
months,
in bed.
yeah, when we've got colds and coughs and
Most
flus.
pillows you can't wash, so though you put a clean pillowcase on it, I always feel you've still got those germs and things in that. But remember, silk dust mites don't like it. And, of course, you can machine wash this, which is fantastic.
You can still add it to your basket. 654433 is your item number there. Remember, reduced down to £40. If you are multi-ordering, you're only going to pay 1 postage, which is brilliant.
Yeah.
So
Don't buy just one for you. No. Buy one for you and your partner. And if you really suffer with that hot, sweaty head at times, remember it helps regulate that body temperature. That pillow's never going to be a cold pillow. That pillow's never going to make you overheat again because it is your silk filling, that AAA grade Mulberry Silk, the king of silks. Great gift idea as well. And of course, with PayPal, split that cost over those 3 payments. £14.98 is the first of those 3 payments. And you have got a £20 saving from Raymond's. If you go onto Raymond's website, you can only buy from Raymond here in the UK. His shows and exhibitions are on his website, and from us. There's 2 partners in this, and that is it. You really have got the best of the best, but you do need to order while stock's available, but actually get the best price as well, which we've got at the moment.
Quick reminder that everything on the show is massively busy, so whatever you've got in baskets, please, if you want to make sure you get it, confirm your order and check your baskets through. If you are on the phones, we apologise if you've been waiting on the phones. There has been queues and there still are queues on the phones. The operators will get to you as soon as possible. If you can go to the website, however, you can go straight through to the website and check through at your own speed, at your own leisure there. So just scroll down.
Don't be too leisurable. Because,
no, actually,
because there's not that much stock. So put it in your basket and check it.
Don't be leisurable.
Is that a word? Have I made that up?
It's fine.
So you can put your duvet and you can put your pillow in there as well. Go for your silk pillowcases. Go on the internet and see if silk is good for your skin and your hair. Honestly, silk pillowcases can really make such a difference. My beautician and my hairdresser advised me to get a silk pillowcases, and I spoke to my beautician one day and I was like, why is this side of my face really like heavily creased most of the time? And she was like, well, what side do you sleep on? I was like, oh yeah, I sleep on that side, so I'm scrunching my face up whilst I'm sleeping. She said, well, what pillowcase do you? I said, just a regular pillowcase. She said, you want to try silk? I was like, okay. So put it in the internet, is silk good for my skin? And then my hairdresser, because I dye, bleach, don't look after... Well, I do look after my hair, but I've mistreat my hair with, hot
products,
straighteners, and was really sort of brittle and sort of breaking. And she was like, try a silk pillowcase. And again, do your own research, not making any claims. You go onto the internet and put, is a silk pillowcase good for my hair? You will be blown away.
And the fact we've got 4 different colours when it comes to the silk pillowcase.
Yeah, we got the lovely blue, and we got the white, and we got the avocado, and we got the desert sand. And they're just beautiful pillowcases.
They are.
Gorgeous. There's silk on both sides as well. They've got a cotton lining that stops them
That's
ruffling.
interesting you mention that, Sean. It's happened quite a lot recently. People have said to me, they've come up to our stand, they've said, do you sell silk pillowcases? I said, yes, we do. Could I look at one? I've handed it to them, and 1 or 2 people, or more than 1 or 2 actually, have said to me, well, hold on a minute. These have got silk on both sides.
Yeah.
And I said, well, of course they have. And they said, well, we've bought some on the internet, and when we got them delivered, they only had silk on one side.
My first one, before you started the pillowcase, that was
Just
exactly
one
it,
side,
silk
Well,
one side.
you hear me stress this when I'm talking to the camera here. Everything we have on offer this morning is made by the official Mulberry Silk Company. Our head office is in Vancouver. We trade internationally throughout the world. You can only buy our products in Britain from myself or from Shop and TV. And by doing that, we can keep the price incredibly low. So this silk pillowcase is something very, very special. And Sean mentioned, and this is so important, on the inside of the pillowcase, what we have done, I don't know any other company has done this. The machine necessary for doing this costs a fortune. Maybe that's put them off. What we've done, we've sprayed on a thin layer of cotton. Now, compared to silk, cotton, even the most expensive cotton, is coarse. So when you put the pillow into our pillowcase, the coarse cotton inside grips the pillow, and it keeps the silk on the outside smooth as silk. So your head, when you put your head in this, you get no creases on your face. Silk is very good for your skin. The reason being, in silk, there are 18 or 19 amino acids. One of them is called sericin. You spell that S-E-R-I-C-I-N. Check it on a computer. What sericin does as you sleep, It keeps your skin hydrated. If you sleep in a cotton pillowcase, and this is not silly sales talk, the cotton will dry the moisture from your skin. Silk does the opposite. It traps the moisture in your skin. And if you're a lady, or a man for that matter, who goes to bed at night and you put on face creams that have cost you a fortune, if you go to put your head on a cotton pillowcase, a high percentage of those face creams will be drained off by the cotton. Silk traps those creams in your skin. It's an extra boost for your skin. For your hair, as Hayley said, you get no breakage. If you have long hair, you don't have to tie it up at night, it doesn't tangle. No static in silk, so you get no frizz. That's the advantage of a pure silk pillowcase. There are no inferior fibres mixed in with this. Pure silk. Wonderful.
It is phenomenal. It's Mulberry Silk AAA grade, the king of silk. Silk on both sides, the cotton on the inside so it doesn't slide, so not creating those extra wrinkles that a lot of sort of pillowcases can do on your face in a morning. But honestly, do your own research as to why silk... we'll put in, is silk good for my hair?
Yeah.
Is silk good for my skin? You will be
so
blown
many
away.
pages come up, so many results. We've got to remind you, though, stock-wise. So we did, well, 4 colours. Now, the Arctic is that lovely silvery blue that you see there. 42% of the stock's gone in that silvery blue Arctic. The white, however, 93% of the... Oh, no, it's gone more. It's gone more. Oh, we're on a handful. There's a handful remaining. If you want the white, and I think we're pretty much over-allocating there, so if you want the white and you've got it in a basket, check it out right now. Now, we've also got the desert, which is a golden champagne colour. Quarter of the stock there's gone. And also the sage, which is a lovely golden green. Whatever you're going for, check your baskets out. Do not hang around here. 001108. We've got to get back to the duvets. My word, we're only about halfway through the show, aren't we?
So, yeah, we're about to sell out of the white option in the silk pillowcase, so please grab that, put it in your basket, check it through. But all colour options really, really busy. That Arctic Ice will be the next one to go. Last time we had 2 very early sellouts. We're heading the same way. If you have just joined us, really great to have your company. You've switched on at the right time if you want to sleep well. But you are going to have to still be very quick because we've had a very busy morning.
And it's always one of our most popular shows here at Shop on TV. We're talking about luxury bedding. And when we mean luxury, it's the top of the tree. It really is. It's Mulberry Silk we're talking about. Mulberry Silk Duvets. And if you've not heard of the concept of a silk duvet, my word, stay tuned. Because what a difference it made to the way we sleep. And I think it can do the same for you at home. It is a year-round duvet, isn't it?
Yeah, it's a duvet that through the winter months, it's actually going to help make sure that you get to a temperature that's comfortable for you. You're never going to feel too cold. How often do you get into bed and your feet are cold, you're cold, you can't get to sleep because you can't get warm? With a silk duvet, and you can get this home and try it with a money-back guarantee, you'll find it helps regulate your body temperature. But then in the summer, it's like the complete opposite. On those hottest of nights, you won't overheat because it wicks away the moisture. It helps, again, regulate your body temperature, making sure that you don't get too hot. Or perhaps you're my age and you have hot nights, many nights of the year. Very beautifully designed. Takes about a day and a half for this to be handcrafted. But you can see there that it's not a big, heavy duvet, and so you can take it in a motorhome, take it in a caravan. It's all down to the ingredients that actually makes that duvet work for you every night of the year.
We just saw that pure quality of the silk that you've got there. 100% breathable, so it works with your body temperature, as Hayley was saying, but it'll work for both of you if you sleep differently temperature-wise at night. Machine washable. Even the Super King will fit into your machine at home, so you're not taking it to the dry cleaners. I don't like bringing bedding back from the dry cleaners and that chemical smell.
It's got a really nasty smell to it, hasn't it?
Isn't it?
And then you've got to be without it when you take it to the dry cleaners. Honestly, you can wash this and it dries so quickly.
Yeah, 'cause it's so lightweight.
And it's back on the bed. And it's just, it's like that clean sheet night, isn't it? When you change the bed in and your bed feels really clean. But actually, if you can't wash your duvet, it's still in a dirty duvet.
Yeah.
Whereas you can wash this. But remember as well, the other incredible thing with silk, and this is, as we know, the only UK silk duvet that actually has the UK allergy seal of approval. Dust mites don't like silk.
Because it's a really dry environment, they don't want to be around that environment.
So if you have allergies,
Yeah.
Another incredible benefit.
Allergy UK seal of approval, not just for the UK, though, all over the world.
We have it for 35 countries.
35 countries. We'll get Raymond to explain that. If you've not seen or met Raymond before, if you've just tuned in, we've known Raymond for decades, probably about 30 years.
Yeah.
now.
You're giving my age away,
Oh,
Sean.
no one would think it, Raymond. No one would think it. But for me, I think the thing to explain when it comes to these duvets is the quality of that
Yeah.
silk we talk about.
Sean, nothing beats quality.
Yeah.
Right. As you know, I've been in London, unfortunately, at a funeral of a friend of mine, and I visited their house, and first time I'd been to this new house they have, it was stunning. Everything, they'd worked very hard to get this house. Everything in the house was quality. And I just looked and I thought, Mandy, this is beautiful. Her name was Mandy. And as I was driving away with my son coming down here, I said, I'm going to have to upgrade my house. And it's just, when you see quality, when you feel it and you touch it, nothing beats quality.
There's nothing better.
And
is
you
there?
can feel that straight
Sean,
away.
nothing beats silk. It's as simple as that. Every woman watching this knows silk is a very special fabric. What we've done, the silk within the duvet, we've wrapped it up in Egyptian cotton. So basically, you've got the two most famous fabrics in the world, Egyptian cotton and AAA grade Mulberry silk. We've put them together in the duvet. We've given you a 10-year warranty. The duvets we have in my bed at home are 36, 37 years old. Sean and Hayley bought one from me, total strangers, I didn't know them, bought one from me at the Idea Home Exhibition in London 26, 27 years ago. They're still sleeping under it tonight. This is an investment. When you buy it, you won't have to replace it in 7 or 8 years' time. We estimate this duvet will last you the best part of your adult life. So please consider it an investment. It'll keep you warm in the winter, no doubt about that, really warm. We are a Canadian company. I go to Canada selling these 6 or 7 times a year. I was there just before Christmas. In Quebec, it was -23. Add on the wind chill, -40. Gosh. We've been selling them there for 30-odd years. People love them. People are going mountaineering. The big boys mountains, K2, Mount Everest.
Yeah.
Sean, it's very cold, 29,000 feet up there. You can put your hand up and touch a jumbo jet, It's cold up there. Everything these people wear, all of their clothing is lined with silk.
Silk
Yeah.
line.
Their sleeping bags are lined with silk. Their socks are lined with silk. Within the bedding industry, this is a fact, silk is known as the great insulator. Really warm in the winter without sweating. You don't overheat. Any lady going through the menopause, don't think twice. Buy one. Try it. If you don't like it, return it. We'll give you your money back. You have nothing to lose. Share a bed with a partner who overheats and sweats? This is the duvet for you. This is a special, special product available at an affordable price. I can tell you no more.
And that is the great thing. You can actually get this home and try it. So
Yeah.
if you are sceptical, if you're wondering if it is going to change the way you sleep, whether it is going to work for you and your partner, perhaps your partner always sleeps really hot and they're always kicking the duvet off. You're sleeping cold, you're trying to tuck the duvet back under. There'll be none of that because you'll both sleep at that right temperature because it helps to regulate your own personal temperature, whatever night of the week or month of the year it is, whatever that weather, this is that right duvet.
Yeah, it's a year-round duvet. You'll never have to change it season to season.
10-year warranty, machine washable, but the biggest thing is you've got a money-back guarantee. You can get this home, sleep under it and see that difference for yourself.
Hundreds of you have got all the items across the board in baskets. Make sure you confirm your orders and check out. If you want to add it into your basket, let's remind you of the prices. We've still got all sizes at the moment. If you've not shopped with us before, all sizes come under that same item number. 212998 is your item number, and that goes across the board. So single size size should be £169. It's down to £139. And with those PayPal payments, if you're paying online, spread the cost interest-free, £47.98 on your first of 3 interest-free payments.
If you've got a little one not sleeping well, waking up hot and clammy, perhaps this is going to help them sleep better because it's going to help regulate their body temperature. But if they have a little accident in bed, it's not the end of the world. You can throw this into the washing machine, which is fantastic. Then we're talking about working for you and your partner. If you're going for the double, you've got a £60 saving there. Should be £239. It's down to £179. And you split that cost with PayPal, so £61.32 is the first of those 3 payments for you to get this home and try it. But you are going to have to be really quick. I'm still not definitely sure I heard correctly in my ear, but I'm hearing that stock is very, very low. So we are talking, oh my word, I don't know if I even dare tell you. We're down to...
Check out is what we need to say.
Low double figure. You do desperately need to check your baskets through. King size, and king size obviously for a king size bed, but quite nice to get a king size duvet on a double bed because it gives you extra drapes.
And that's what we do in the studio, isn't it?
Yeah, and if you look in magazines and think, oh, their duvet drapes, you know, drapes lovely, drapes beautifully. That's why they put a bigger duvet on a smaller bed. So if you want to do that, you can. Price difference, it's well worth doing that.
Another thing, Hayley, 2 things actually, which we should mention. Very often, when people who unfortunately have a relative who is bedbound.
Yes,
right?
This is a very good point.
People who are bedbound, obviously, they sleep in bed, they have their hair washed in bed, they have body washes, little accidents happen. Well, this duvet, you can take it, pop it in the machine. The largest one we make is a Super King. It weighs 2.5 kilos. It'll fit in any standard UK machine.
Great.
So you can wash it, dry it quickly in the dryer. Silk dries very, very quickly. So if you have to wash it quickly, dry it quickly, have it back in the bed within a couple of hours, you don't have to pay £30 or £40 to have it dry cleaned. And so that's another advantage. And the second thing, very often when people perhaps get a little bit old and they're not as strong as they used to be, maybe they're living on their own, their partner has passed away, unfortunately, they have these big, puffy, heavy duvets. One person struggles to get them into the top cover. Well, this is light and flexible. So one person can get it into the top cover with ridiculous ease. These are 2 extra advantages which people find nice when they have silk.
Definitely.
I think as well, if you are older, that is a real advantage. But actually, some duvets just weigh so heavy, don't they?
When you're in bed,
I know, Mum's duvet,
I hate that,
we had to change
because,
and she needs to go to Lou, and she couldn't get the duvet off her because it just weighed her down. So you've got a nice lightness to it. But remember, that duvet is going to work for you every day of every week of every month of the year, whatever the weather, and we have all sorts throughout the whole of the year, or however your body is working. Perhaps you do overheat regularly when you're in bed. You're always waking up hot and sweaty. It's going to wick away that moisture and make sure you stay at that right temperature. But then through the really cold winter months, which we're going through now, it's going to make sure that you're not cold. It's going to keep you, again, at that nice, comfortable
Self-regulates.
So clever. But it's Mother Nature.
Mother Nature. I mean, people say to me all the time when they touch it, when we're at a live exhibition, they can touch it and they say, are you sure this is going to keep me warm in the winter?
It's funny, I've had an email in from Patrick. Hi, Patrick. Patrick was asking, I'm thinking about purchasing the duvet. What TOG rating would you say it is?
Patrick, thank you for your inquiry, Patrick. There is no official TOG rating with silk. Now, the reason being, silk is a low conductor of heat. It manufactures heat and then retains heat in a different fashion to, say, duck, goose feather or polyester or man-made fibres. So put your mind at ease. It will self-regulate to a perfect temperature for your body. Now, some people find that very hard to accept. So all I can say to you, Patrick, is this. Trust me. Trust Hayley and Sean. Trust this company. Put one in your bed, buy one tonight, try it, and after you've slept under it, if you don't like it, simply return it. And without one word of an argument, I will return every penny you paid for it. So you have nothing to lose by trying it, Patrick. But I can tell you this, when you do buy it, you're going to love it. People simply love it. It'll keep you warm in the winter. It'll keep you cool in the summer. If you have any allergies, if you have any breathing problems, I hope you don't, but if you do, it's allergy board approved. I mean, that's a massive advantage, absolutely massive. So try it, Patrick. You're going to be a happy guy if you do.
And the fact you can try it.
Yeah, and not just Patrick, you can all try it.
Yeah,
you can all
not
get
just
it home and try it. You've got a money-back guarantee, and I think it gives you that peace of mind that where else could you take a duvet home, buy a duvet, sleep under it, and then take it back to the shop or send it back to the company saying, oh, it's not right for me? I would say nowhere.
Well, Hayley,
it's bedding.
we mentioned earlier in the show, and this will shock any viewers who perhaps have just tuned in. We mentioned earlier in the show, and these are official figures, up to 10 million pillows, inferior, cheap, nasty pillows, go into landfill every year. 3 million duvets go into landfill every year.
Oh, gosh.
These are figures that are checked, and they're authentic. They're not made up. People buy cheap, nasty, horrible duvets, and they simply don't like them. So then they throw them away and buy a second or a third one. This is guaranteed. Money back if you don't like it. Hayley slept under one with Sean for 27 years. I've slept under one with my wife for 36, 37 years. This is a high-quality product at an affordable price. Allergy board approved.
And you can get it home and try it for yourself. We did exactly that. We went to Raymond's stand at an exhibition and we were like, you know, we were staying in a hotel. The bedding was horrendous. We thought, we'll buy a duvet. We'll buy a duvet. And Raymond said, take it home, try it. If it's not right, bring it back. I'll give you your money back. And we've slept under it ever since. And you become so used to how good it is that you forget how good it is until you sleep somewhere else.
And the other thing to say is that our duvet is that old, but it still looks like this brand new duvet that's on the bed.
We could put it on the bed right now. Every time we change the duvet
and
cover.
I'll tell you another thing, Hayley, which I should mention. Very often people phone in when we're doing shows. It hasn't happened tonight, but usually it does. People say, do I need to put a top cover on it?
It has happened. It has happened. I was just going to get to it. Oh, no, I need to find it now. Bear with me. Yes, David. Hi, David.
Morning.
David said, I've recently bought one of the Super King duvets. Do I need to buy a cover for it?
Well, David, I hope you're enjoying your duvet. I'm sure you are enjoying it. Thank you for your custom, first of all. Now, the answer's simple. You don't have to put a top cover on because the top cover in this is top quality. Egyptian cotton, 230 thread count. Anything over 180 is considered luxury. So 230, pretty good. Now, a lot of people do put a top cover on. My wife does. I'm sure Hayley does. People like perhaps the top cover to blend in with maybe the curtains or the carpet to give the overall effect. So it's your own choice, but you don't have to. When I sell these in America and Canada, they don't call them duvets, they call them comforters. And very often they sleep on them, under them without a top cover. So it's not a problem.
So, yeah, entirely up to you.
I'm just reading. You're going to love this,
right? Come on,
You're
Sean.
You're going to be embarrassed. It's one of those. It's another of your fans. This is Christopher. Ray Kennedy is a class act. I never knew I needed a pillow and a pillowcase, but hey-ho, he's like listening to the soothing sounds of a good wine being poured from a classy bottle of vintage wine.
That gentleman's called Chris.
Chris, yeah.
Chris, I don't know if I sound like vintage wine, but have you been on the vintage wine? Come on now, Chris. Chris, thank you very much. Chris, I'm 83 years old, and at this age, you don't get many compliments. So thank you very much indeed.
You seem to get one every week, every time you're with us.
He also goes on to say, so Ray, I feel I'm in safe hands with your level of knowledge and authenticity and have bought with confidence.
Thank you, Chris.
Isn't that lovely?
Thank you. That's cheered me up immensely. Thank you.
That's lovely. We love to hear from you. Studio@shopontv.co.uk if you do want to send us a message, we'd love to
And
hear
you
from
can buy with confidence.
Yeah.
We've known Raymond for 30 years, or just under 30 years.
Yeah,
and I would
just
trust
under
Raymond
30
with my
years.
life, an absolute gent. And yourself and us are the only people in the UK
Yes.
that you can get.
I mentioned earlier, the reason why we do that, Hayley, we try to keep the price affordable for everybody, right? And I mentioned earlier, so I'll repeat it. I'll repeat it quickly. When you have a product, when you're a manufacturer, when you have the product ready to be sold to the public, this is what happens. You pass it to a distributor, he passes it to a wholesaler, he passes it to the shopkeeper or the retailer. So 3 different people have access to it, and they put a margin of profit on for themselves. They're doing nothing wrong. They're just honest people trying to make a living. So they put a margin of profit on for themselves. What we have done to keep the price low and the quality high, we've eliminated those 3 people. In every country, we trade in 36 countries. In every country, we have 1 partner. In this country, it's Shop on TV. And by doing it that way, we can keep the price low. We eliminate those 3 margins of profit.
And you travel worldwide, don't
Yes.
you, with the company's in Vancouver?
Yes, in Vancouver. We started in Vancouver 36, 37 years ago.
Wow.
Tiny little office in a back street. Very naive. We had to find our feet. And we quickly discovered that if you're going to succeed, you have to sell something quality.
Yeah.
Because nothing beats quality. It's as simple as that. If you buy cheap, you buy twice or 3 times. Buy quality, it's going to last you. It really is going to last you. You know, and people love it. When I'm at a live exhibition, Hayley, you've done live exhibitions, so have you, Sean. When I'm at a live exhibition, first thing apart from selling silk at exhibitions, I've been selling at exhibitions since I was a very young boy. I've been selling at exhibitions for 67 years. And what I do at exhibitions, when I book a stand, I say I want the same position every year, so people know exactly where to find me, right? Now, for 37 years, I've been selling this at exhibitions. And very often people walk past my stand and they go, got one, love it. They put the thumbs up like this. The occasional person stops, has a little chat. You know, I was a little bit dubious, but I watched you year in, year out, and eventually I bought one.
Yeah. And
they all say the same thing. Every single one of them, Sean. They say, eventually I bought one. I've seen you here year in, year out. You used to, one lady said, you used to have black hair and you were about... She said you were a lot thinner. I said, well, when did you last see me? She said, oh, about 20 years ago. So, you know, every year we see the same people, but every single person, they all say the same thing. They say, eventually I bought one, and I wish I had done it years ago. Yeah. So if you're sitting on the fence at home, thinking, should I or should I not? Take the plunge. Trust me, trust Hayley, trust Sean, trust Shop on TV. Buy it and try it. We're not asking you to keep it. It's not like a husband. You don't have to keep it. If you don't like it, this you can get rid of.
Raymond, talk us through why this duvet makes a difference. The Mulberry Silk, the AAA grade, and why that's so special,
well,
why it's not available all the time.
No, it's not available all the time because, to explain, how we get the particular mulberry silk we use. We take the silkworm, we place it in a metal tray, roughly the size of this bed. We place the worm in the tray into a darkened room, and we feed the worm on mulberry leaves. Now, we keep it there for 35, 36 days. It will eat 10,000 times its own body weight of mulberry leaves. Oh. And Hayley, its body weight will increase tenfold. Now, after 35, 36 days, this little cocoon appears, and it spits that cocoon off. Now, we place that cocoon into tepid water, and all the silk floats off in one piece, unbroken. Now, on that little cocoon, believe it or believe it not, Sean, there is at least 1 to 1.5 miles of mulberry silk fibre, unbroken in one long, unbroken piece. Now, in each duvet, there will be at least, minimum, 6,000 of these little mulberry silk cocoons. It takes 2 skilled operators a day to a day and a half to make one of these duvets. Because the silk is long fibre, each strand over 1 mile long, they can stitch it all the way around the perimeter. Now, once they've stitched it around the perimeter, it's anchored, it can't move. And they pull it towards themselves. And then they put these box cassettes in by machine. Now, that means 2 things. Number 1, when you sleep under it, the silk cannot move, so you get no cold spots. You don't waken up at 4 o'clock in the morning, backside sticking out the duvet, one leg dangling out the bed, duvet off, duvet on, duvet off, duvet on. It is a cocoon fibre. It's designed, look, by Mother Nature to protect the little silkworm that lives in there against all temperatures for 35, 36 days. And it does that to you when you're sleeping. It cocoons you, it sits, it doesn't walk, it doesn't move. And because it's long fibre, when you wash it, it doesn't clump up. It washes beautifully and it dries quickly. So you never have to pay maybe £30 to have it dry cleaned. And as Shayley mentioned, I don't know what they use in these dry cleaning places, but people constantly tell me they have duvets dry cleaned and they come back smelling of some particular type of chemical that is an irritant to your nose. So this, you wash it and it's beautiful and soft and gentle and it's simply lovely to sleep under. And the only way you're going to find out whether I'm talking rubbish or not is to try it. That's the only way. And if you don't like it, I promise I will refund your money with the same speed and the same civility that I take it from you. No arguing.
And will you just very quickly tell us about the allergy seal of approval?
Well, the allergy board, I have a copy of it here. Now, the allergy board is based in Warwick University. Now, they're very clever people, and I say this as a compliment, not as a criticism, Sean. They're very difficult people to satisfy, so much so, we're the only company currently selling silk duvets anywhere in Europe that has this coveted certificate. Now, you'll notice, if you look at the bottom here, down at the corner, it's issued for 1 year at a time. I'll tell you why they do that. That's to make sure our standards don't drop. Very often you go into a place of business, there are certificates in the wall, they're brown with age. They've been there for 30 or 40 years. And sometimes, not always, but sometimes, the companies who have these certificates, they let their standards drop. That cannot happen with us. The allergy board march into our premises unannounced. They check. Spot check, and if our standards drop, this is taken away overnight. And interestingly, we have it for Canada, USA, United Kingdom, Ireland, all of the EU countries, 27 of them, New Zealand and Australia. Now, the reason I mention that, very often what satisfies the Canadian authorities won't satisfy the Italian, Dutch, Spanish authorities, Australian authorities, but on this occasion, the quality of the product is so high, the manufacturing process is so perfect, they can find no fault. And as a consequence, they have given us, and nobody else, this coveted certificate. When you, I must just mention to you, when you see any product in any shop in the United Kingdom with the allergy board certificate on it, not only my product, any product, if it has this allergy certificate, you can buy that product in the knowledge it is something that has been tested by experts, stringently tested to the highest standards. You can buy it with confidence.
So if you do suffer with allergies, again, you've got a money-back guarantee. Get this home, see the difference that it might make to your night's sleep. And honestly, for us, we did think, would a duvet change the way you sleep? Oh, my word.
Without a doubt.
Honestly, could not be believe the difference on the first night. But now we have become bed snobs and we're just used to having a duvet that works for us. I'm never too hot or too cold. You're never too hot or too cold. Sean would normally be kicking the duvet off. I'd be trying to tuck it
very different
under.
temperatures, don't we?
You know, or when I'm going through that time in life as well now, that sometimes I'd go to bed cold, but then all of a sudden I'm sweating. With this duvet, none of that, because it helps regulate your body temperature. We only notice now when we sleep somewhere else.
Yeah, if we sleep in a hotel and they've got a hollow fibre duvet. With this...
What's the matter?
Yeah, when it's winter time, it seems to lock the warmth in with you.
And it's instant warm.
Yeah.
That's interesting,
Yeah,
Sean.
it is.
Now, as I mentioned twice in the programme already, I slept in a hotel. I'm not going to mention who it was at Gatwick Airport last night. It's an international chain. All I can tell you is that first of all, it was a single bed. It's horrible for somebody my size. The duvet was the size of a postage stamp. Right, it was freezing cold. Now, when you sleep under man-made fibre duvets, it takes a while for the heat to build up under them. With silk, you get under it, and within 15, 20 seconds, the heat is instant. So that's just another... It's a gentle heat. It doesn't boil you up.
Don't overheat.
It's a gentle heat.
There's nothing worse
and it's
than...
lovely. It's beautiful.
Nothing worse than being cold, is there? And you don't get to sleep because your feet are cold. You're cold. So you know through the winter it's going to work for you. But then through the hottest of summers, it's going to wick away that moisture and make sure that you don't overheat. It ticks every single box and you've got the opportunity to try. But we are going to have to move away from this because we're double figures in all sizes. That's all the stock
Hundreds
we've now
of you have shopped tonight
got
with us.
left. And so many of you with this in baskets. So if you do want to go for the single, remember machine washable if you've got a little one. Perhaps stop them waking up so much, but getting hot and clammy. And again, you can try it with the money-back guarantee. But if they do have an accident, you can throw that into the washing machine. It should be 169. It's 139 with us. You can only buy from Raymond himself or from us, and you have got the best price with us, and you can split that cost with PayPal. So £47.98 is the first of those three payments.
If you want to go for that double size, the usual price, £239. That's
got
just
mad on the double.
Crazy busy on the double. Pretty much doubled the amount of stock that's already gone there. So it's down to £179. And with that PayPal payment, if you spread the cost, you pay online with your PayPal account, £61.32 on your first of 3 interest-free payments. Add in pillows and pillowcases, you won't pay any extra on your postage. And remember, all of these sizes come under the same item number, 212998. We go to the king size then.
King size, again, £60 saving there. The biggest percentage of stock has actually gone of the king size. It's always the most popular. Remember, we're double figures. That's all we've got left on all these sizes now. £259 is the price it should be. £199 for triple A grade Mulberry Silk, the king of silks. And with, of course, your PayPal pay in 3, £67.98 is the first of those 3 payments for you to get this home and actually physically try it, to sleep under it, to see the difference it makes for you and for your partner. And then you have got the Super King. Should be, as we can see there, £279.
But it's down to £219 for the show while stocks last, and that goes for all your sizes that we're looking at.
And
that
a 10-year warranty, which is crazy.
But it also comes down to £74.65 on your first of 3 payments. They're spreading the cost, making it more affordable for you. And if you get it home, 10-year warranty, as Hayley said, but you can try it.
Yeah.
That's the main thing.
We are going to move away now. So many in baskets, only double figures available of all sizes. You've got a big chance of missing out if you don't check your baskets through. So many in baskets. So we'll step away for a moment so you can check your baskets out so we know what stock we've got available. So please make sure you check out and get it home. Try it with the money-back guarantee. But you might want to pop this into your basket. And oh my word, we have been so busy on this. If you all checked out, and we've been saying this for a while, we've got so many in baskets and it just keeps going. We've got hundreds of you with this in baskets and it just keeps multiplying. Lots of you are going to miss out. This is a pillow like no other.
It's gorgeous. This is a silk pillow, but you've got the reassurances. It's got a core in the middle that'll give you perfect support. It's the beautiful softness that you're going to lay your head upon, but then you've also got the cotton outer that Raymond talks about with the duvet. It's all the same qualities of the duvet, but in a pillow.
Yeah, those same benefits. Dust mites don't like silk, so that could be a great benefit for you. The fact that it helps regulate your body temperature, so perhaps not having that clammy neck and hair, perhaps not trying to find the cool spot on your pillow, that pillow being right for you, again, every night of the year.
We're still getting busier and busier. If you are multi-ordering, remember you'll only pay one postage, so if you want to go for the duvet, go for multiple pillows. 654433 is your item number.
And a £20 saving on these.
It's quite a lot, isn't it?
I love the fact that, Raymond, when you were first requested, in fact, tell the whole story if you
Well, we were asked to make a pillow, actually, by a buyer from a very large TV company. You know the TV company I'm talking about.
We know the buyer.
Yeah, we know the buyer. And she's a nice lady, and she came along to us, and she said, you know, why don't you make a pillow? She said, the public love your duvets.
Yeah.
At that point, all we made was duvets, and we had no intention of making pillows. So we thought about what she said, and we wanted to make her happy, so we decided to make a pillow. We went back to our head office. We have a research and development department there. It's in Vancouver. And we went to work making a pillow. And we took our time. It took us roughly 2.5 years to get the pillow ready to be sold to the public. Now, at this point, I should mention, Haley, the Bedding Association here in the United Kingdom, and they're clever people. They know what they're talking about. They reckon if all pillows were sold with a money-back guarantee, they're not, but if they were, they reckon the percentage that would be returned could be as high as 60 or 65%. Now, please keep that figure at the back of your mind, 60 or 65%. When we started selling this pillow to the public here in Britain, in the first 13 months, through our efforts at exhibitions, flower shows, knitting shows, agricultural shows, we exhibit there every year for years and years. In the first 13 months, we sold 86,000 pillows. Now, we didn't get 60 or 65% returned. We got 19 individual pillows returned out of 86,000. Now, ladies and gentlemen, please think about that. 86,000 people were given the opportunity of having their money back or keeping the pillow. 19 said, I'd like the money back. 85,981 said, no, I'll keep the pillow. Think about that. Here's the reason why. This is the one I sleep on at home. It's 6 years old. Please look at the condition of it. Wherever I travel, I take it with me, so I'm guaranteed a better night's sleep. I sleep in this beautifully. It's been washed at least 20 times. Let's say 20 times. I've slept on it for 17,000 hours. If you were to cut 17,000 hours, if you were to cut this open, in the middle, we tell you on the label here exactly what's in it. We're not trying to hoodwink you. In the middle, you have a pocket of fibre. That's to support your neck and shoulders, give you a really nice night's sleep. All the way around that, you have layer after layer of silk, AAA grade mulberry. It's not little pieces of silk. It's not raw silk. It's not inferior silk. It's not Tussa silk. It's not wild silk. It's the king of silks, acknowledged to be the king of silks by the silk trade, Mulberry silk. Wash it in the machine as often as you want. Cold wash, 30 degrees. Tumble dryer, line dry. Allergy board approved. Here's the certificate. Dust mites cannot live in it. Anybody with COPD, anybody with breathing problems, why waste your money on any other pillow? Buy yourself something that's going to help you breathe better. Allergy board approved.
Now, we
no
can't
dust
make
mites.
any claims, but obviously the great thing with Raymond is he wants you to get this home and try it. So if you do have any of those, problems, if you do have allergies, get these items home, sleep on them, sleep under them,
and see
the difference that it can make.
And that's the secret with all of Raymond's products, that you can try them all out. The pillows, we've got to remind you really that hundreds of you have already gone for these, hundreds more still in baskets. Oh, my word.
So many in baskets.
And just remember, as we mentioned, sorry to interrupt you, I apologise, but just to remind the viewers, we've mentioned this twice already in the programme. Every year in Britain here, every single year, year in, year out, 10 million cheap, nasty pillows end up in landfill, 10 million every year. This doesn't end up in landfill. 19 returned out of 86,000. People love them. You know, a decent pillow, in my opinion, is not a luxury, it's an essential. And all we're asking you to do is try this. Dust mites can't live in it. You know, it's estimated, this is a fact, Sean, it's estimated the average pillow doubles in weight in 3 years with dead dust mites. The lifespan of a dust mite, they only live for 10 weeks, then they die. Now, at any given time in a pillow, it's estimated there'll be 1 million dust mites. So every year, in the average pillow, 5 million dust mites live and die. Now, what passes through their body before they die is also in the pillow. That's why it's essential to have a pillow, in my opinion, essential to have a pillow that's dust mite free. And this is the one the Allergy Board approved. They've tested it, they know what they're doing, and they're telling you this is the one. I don't know any other pillow that's got this.
No.
If you do, let me know who it is.
And I don't know any pillows with a money-back guarantee.
No.
I don't know pillows that you can get. We've thrown so many pillows awfully away at the tip because we've tried to give them to charity. You know, pillows we just don't get
They
on
won't
with
take them back.
Your neck's funny.
Really, they won't take them back.
They don't want them, no.
Then what? Because here's another thing. It's just plain old-fashioned common sense. It's in our interest to make a pillow that people don't return. Because if we were selling 100 pillows and having 99 returned, what's the point?
There's no business there, is there?
No business.
Yeah.
So we make a top quality pillow and sell it at an affordable price. Remember, you can only buy it from two people, from myself or from Shop and TV. Shop and TV buy very large quantities, and they're not greedy people. They sell them on at an affordable price. They work in very tight margins. I charge for this pillow £60. They charge £40. It's a bargain.
Absolutely brilliant deal. Remember, shop across the board and you'll only pay one postage. So definitely multi-order with these.
Great gift idea as well. Treat yourself first, but if you have got someone that's just moved in perhaps to a new home, perhaps you've got a wedding coming up and you want to buy something for them, honestly, those pillows are incredible gifts. They're going to look great on the bed as well because they properly fill out a pillowcase. But, of course, it is all down to the difference it makes when you put your head onto that pillow. The fact it helps regulate your body temperature, perhaps no more sweaty, clammy heads and, you know, sweaty hair through the night, trying to find the cool spot on the pillow. That pillow not being freezing cold on a cold night because, again, that's silk working for you. But, again, having that core support, so it's giving you that incredible luxury comfort, but also giving you that perfect support as well. So that saving, £20, is only available with us, down to £40. And when you split that with PayPal, £14.98 is the first of those three payments to get it home and to try it.
Yeah.
And it's so rare that I don't know any other bedding products that we sell, you know, like duvets and things that we allow you to try.
Your item number for your pillow, 654433. As what always happens at this time of night, we have a little surge. I don't know if it's people going to work.
It's not a little surge
coming in
tonight.
No, tonight it's not a little surge, it's a big surge.
Still hundreds of you up. It's great to have you
If
company.
you are watching on our +1 channels, please check the website for stock of everything when it comes to our silk shows. We're going to talk about our silk pillowcases. Now, I was going to say, comes in 4 colours. But it doesn't anymore, does it?
No.
We've
had
already
a sell-out. We've had a sell-out in the white, so I'm really sorry if you've missed out. Do go for one of the other colour options. You've got the sage, you've got that gorgeous desert, which is like a champagne, and the Arctic, which is the silvery grey. That will be the next one to sell out. Actually, has that gone as well?
No,
Oh, my
just
word.
white's
So,
gone.
everything is so busy. It's chaos upstairs. Like, oh, my goodness, there's not many of these left. So if you do want to go, £35 down from 45 with your PayPal, it's £13.32, the first of 3 payments. But honestly, go onto the internet and just put in, is a silk pillowcase good for my skin? Is a silk pillowcase good for my hair? Because my beautician and my hairdresser both advised me to get a silk pillowcase. And this isn't any silk pillowcase. This is AAA grade Mulberry silk.
Yeah, we're talking about a Mulberry silk. It's Mulberry silk, not just on one side as well. That's something else you've got to watch out for with a lot of silk pillowcases. It's only silk on one side. With Raymond's silk pillowcases, it is silk on both sides. And then it's also got some other great features as well, Raymond.
Well, in actual fact, John, what happened with silk pillowcases, when I'm doing a live show, people come up to me and they say, you know, I've read about these pillowcases. They stop you wrinkling, don't they? And I say, well, they get a surprise. And I say, well, I'm sorry, nothing will stop you wrinkling. But Hayley, what you can do, you can slow the process down dramatically.
Yeah. Now,
silk does that. The reason being, in silk, there are 18 or 19 amino acids. Now, one of them is called sericin. Now, what sericin does is you sleep. It traps the moisture in your skin. It holds the moisture in. It doesn't take the moisture from your skin. It traps the moisture in your skin. If you sleep in a cotton pillowcase, cotton does the opposite. Cotton dries your skin out. So that speeds up the aging process and the wrinkles. Now, the important thing to remember, the sericin within the pillowcase never washes out. So when you buy one of these pillowcases, silk is the second strongest natural fibre in the world. We estimate the life of this pillowcase, if you wash it properly, will last you minimum 25 years. And there are certain features that are important in this particular pillowcase. I always stress when I'm selling silk, always read the label within the silk. We put the label inside, we have to put it on by law, and it will tell you on the label exactly what's in this pillowcase. There are no inferior fibres mixed in with this silk. Very often what companies do, they get cotton polyester, Sean, and they polish it so it looks like silk. And unless you're an expert, you cannot tell the difference.
No.
Now, in Britain, listen to this. This is hard to believe, but it's legal. It shouldn't be. It shouldn't be, believe me, but it is. You can sell something as silk with a silk label on it, and it can have as little as 10% silk in it.
No way.
Hayley, I haven't made that up.
Oh, my goodness.
Now, these are 100%, tells you here, AAA grade, long fibre, luxury silk, made by the official Mulberry Silk Company. Now, the inside of this pillowcase, what we've done is something really wonderful. We've sprayed on, with a very expensive machine, we've sprayed on a thin layer of cotton. And what the cotton does, when you put the pillow into the pillowcase, the cotton, being slightly coarse, grips the pillow, and it keeps the silk on the outside absolutely smooth as silk.
So it doesn't ruffle up.
Doesn't ruffle up.
Brilliant.
It's just an extra advantage. This is simply, I believe, I read a book once and it said, it's impossible to get perfection. And I agree with that. Who decides what perfection is?
Yeah.
But what I am saying, this is as close to perfection as you could possibly get. It is something special. I have no hesitation in saying, none whatsoever, if you were lucky enough to find a shop in the United Kingdom selling silk this quality, obviously there will be some shops, but not many. Count them in one hand. To buy a pillowcase this quality, you'd pay over £50, maybe £55, £60. Here, this morning, the £35. The colours are beautiful. We've sold out of the white. This is the ice blue. I mentioned earlier, I have 10 grandchildren. I have 6 boys, 4 girls. The girls are all from 13 to 21. All the girls have gone for this colour. It seems the younger generation love this colour for some reason. I like it. It's beautiful.
We call that the desert.
Desert sand.
It's a lovely, rich, golden champagne.
Calming. It doesn't come out and attack.
Yeah, all of them are really calming. Great colours for the bedroom and great colours to pick up other colours in your decor.
Yeah, I think if you look at your decor, one of those colours, there are going to be flecks of that through your curtains, through your duvet cover. They're going to work. That gauze desert, that's great with chocolate browns, but it's going to work with all colour options. You always have that sort of colour pair of shoes that's going to go with every outfit. If you are going for the Arctic ice, 73% of the entire stock has sold out and gone. That is that sort of grey, silvery, light bluey sort of colour.
That'll be the next one to sell out.
Yeah, the white has already gone. The desert isn't far behind, actually, but the Arctic blue is going to be the next. And then you've got the sage, which is a really calming, beautiful sage green. And we're busy on all the stock, but always a favourite. Really nice gift idea as well. If you know someone that loves their skincare, someone loves their hair, honestly, this will be that perfect present. And as we said earlier, do your own research. Put why celebrities travel with silk pillowcases.
Yeah.
Put in why is silk good for, or is a silk pillowcase good for my hair? Is a silk pillowcase good for my skin? And you will be blown away the difference it can make. You may have noticed, actually, a lot of people buy the silk wraps and bonnets.
Caps, yeah.
Yeah, it was a hairdresser recommended, and a beauty therapist actually recommended.
People of colour, see, people who are Afro-Caribbean, now, the hairdresser, they go to hairdressers who specialise in people of colour. They have certain problems with their hair, and I'll tell you what the problem is. When the hair starts to grow, the hair shaft from the scalp, the hair is wide and broad. As it grows, if you put it under a microscope or a magnifying glass, you would see, as it grows, it narrows. And it suddenly gets to a point where it twists, then it kinks. And then the natural proteins from your scalp cannot get beyond the twist or the bend in the hair. So the hair beyond the twist dries, breaks. So they have all sorts of problems if you're a person, if you're a person of colour, you have these problems. When you go to your special hairdresser, they tell you to wear a cap. Now, some ladies don't particularly want to go to bed with a cap on. They find it perhaps unattractive. Well, this pillowcase does exactly the same thing. And if you are a person of colour listening, please buy yourself one of these pillowcases. You will notice the difference to your hair within a month. It won't happen overnight. It will happen within a month. Your hair beyond the twist and the natural kink in your hair will suddenly strengthen. It will just look better, and it will grow quicker, thicker and faster. It's really wonderful.
Again, do your own research. Go onto the internet. It was a hairdresser and my beautician both said to me to get a silk pillowcase. My beautician,
see what a difference it makes, and again, that's what you can do.
My beautician, first of all, because I was like, why is this side? I always got more creases on this side of my face. And she's like, well, what side do you sleep on? I was like, oh, yeah. So I'm creating a lot of those, so I'm sleeping. So she says, try a silk pillowcase. And this is my story, but again, get it home, try it. And my hairdresser, I mean, I've abused my hair, dyed it, permed it, straightened it for all my life since I was about 12. And so my hair can break really easily. And my hairdresser was like, try a silk pillowcase.
And see what a difference it makes, and you can do exactly that. So if you want the silk pillowcase, now's the time to add it in. We've already had a sell out in one of the colours. 001108 is your item number. Remember, that Arctic blue, that's going to be the next one to go. It's already in single figures, so we'll soon have more people trying to order than stock remaining. And that goes across the board for everything
If you're going for the silk pillow, very, very low on stock, more people ordering than stock is available. You desperately need to check those baskets out. We've still got hundreds in baskets, but not hundreds of stock. So it is now first come, first served. It's the first people to check out. Or with that peace of mind, you've got a money-back guarantee. So please check those baskets through while the stock is there. Raymond's very busy at shows in the next few weeks, and I know a lot of the stock that comes into the country will be going to those shows. So whilst we physically have the stock available, and of course our prices, please do check your basket through.
We should just remind you of everything on the website because now is the time to gather everything into your basket. If you are watching on the +1 channels, STV and ITV1 +1, please check the website, shopontv.co.uk.
To see if there's stock available.
Yes, for that reason.
That is the situation we're in, so just check that it is there available for you.
So you've got everything across the board from the silk duvets. We're going to go back to those in just a moment. Still loads of you shopping. There's the pillowcases, and the mattress. Lots of you have gone for the mattresses as well, and the mattress pads. Remember, it's luxurious silk bedding that we've got for you.
Imagine sleeping under silk and sleeping on silk, popping your head onto silk. And I bet you thought you'd never be able to afford. That is, you know, the height of luxury. But actually, with the prices we've got tonight and with PayPal allowing it to be affordable for you, to invest in your sleep, and sleep's so important, so important. Put that into the internet. Is a good night's sleep good for my health? Because our bodies do need to recharge. Our bodies need to have a good night's sleep. And we blame it on lots of things.
Yeah.
But I truly believe, obviously, we're tired. If you're not getting to sleep, I think you're not comfortable. There's something that you're too hot, you're too cold. And, of course, silk working for you in all those different ways.
We're bringing you a duvet that is perfect all year round, season to season, night to night. It's perfect for me, it's perfect for my other half, for Hayley. And even if we sleep at very different temperatures, which we do, I'm always really warm, you're often cold, but then in the night you can get really hot, can't you?
Through the winter, I can go to bed and I'm freezing. My feet are cold, I'm cold, I can't get to sleep. But I'm at that time in life, then I can wake up really hot and clammy and sweaty. Sometimes I think my hot water bottles you sort of spill because I'm like, I'm so damp because I'm going through that stage in my life where I have those night sweats. So this makes sure that however you sleep, it helps regulate that body temperature, so you're not in a situation where you're too cold and you're not in a situation where you're too hot. Sounds too good to be true, but it's Mother Nature.
It really is, and everything, ingredient-wise, if you like, is natural here because you've got 100% mulberry silk filling. That's really important. It's not a silk mix or a silk blend. It's the finest quality of mulberry AAA grade silk.
And we'll talk to Raymond about that, but do remember, if you have any doubt, and this is so rare, you have a money-back guarantee. If you've got this duvet in a basket, which, again, so many of you have, check that basket out and try it. Because that's when you'll discover what a difference it makes.
It's the only way you'll find out.
It is. It is, Raymond, because we can keep... So we've slept under our silk duvet that we bought from you 27 years. You've slept under yours...
Just on 37 years. What actually happened, Hayley, when we were asked by the Mulberry Silk Company, they're a Canadian company, when we were asked if we would take the agency, for want of a better word, for Britain, obviously, they sent us over samples so we could test them. And my wife and I put them on the bed and slept under them. And this is exactly what happened. That was 37 years ago. Now, we got under the blanket, the duvet, and first night, we're waking up next morning. I said, what do you think? She said, well, she said, it's different. I'm not 100% sure it's different. I said, fine. Second night, next morning, she's waking up. She said, you know, it really is special, this, you know. It took her 24 hours just to adjust.
Well, I think you're used to something else.
Yeah, the big puffy duvet.
You're used to something heavier, bulkier, aren't you?
And all of a sudden, this is light and flexible. It's lovely to sleep under. And we've been sleeping under those initial samples that were sent to us 36, 37 years ago. They've been washed 2 or 3 times every year. And at the moment, my wife is not particularly well, so we have to wash them more than 2 or 3 times every year. So this is a long-lasting product. This is a fact. If you had check this on a computer, if you had a pound of steel in this hand and a pound of silk in this hand, The tensile strength of the silk is stronger than steel.
Gosh.
That's a fact. So you're buying something, you won't have to replace it in 6, 7, 8 years' time. This is a high quality product manufactured by a company with a stellar reputation for quality, renowned for quality within the bedding industry. The public love our products, and they love the fact that we offer them a no-nonsense money-back guarantee. They love the fact they're washable. They love the fact they dry quickly. They love the fact they're affordable. They love the fact that they're allergy board approved. No other duvet is. If you've got allergies, why waste your money in a duvet that's not allergy board approved? Do the clever thing. Buy one that is allergy board approved. This is the one, the only one that I know of. It's wonderful.
It's great for you at home because it is compact as well. It's great if you do have a motorhome, if you have a caravan. You'll see Raymond at a lot of
Next week,
caravan shows.
The caravan show's on in Glasgow next week at the SECC. And then 10 days later, there's one here in Manchester, the big one. Then there's the big one in the NEC in Birmingham. And we go there every year selling this. Caravanners love this product. And I mentioned earlier, in the summertime at caravan shows, people come along usually Friday, Saturday, Sunday. They come along in a motorhome, their caravan, get the awning out, get the tables, the chairs out. Friday afternoon, get the children organised. Then they have a little walk around the trade stands to see if there's anything they can buy to make their life a little bit more comfortable in their motorhome or their caravan. Sometimes I get people up at our stand, that maybe a husband, wife, they're not too sure if they want one of our duvets. So I simply say, buy it, try it. You're sleeping on the showground tonight. Come back in the morning if you don't like it, you can have your money back. Now, given that choice, a lot of people do buy one, take it and sleep on it. Next morning, they're back for a second duvet. They want one for the house and one for the motorhome or the caravan. Instantly, they're a convert to sleeping under silk. It is special. It's not ordinary. You can buy ordinary duvets in any shop in Britain. You can only buy this from ourselves at a live show or from Shop and TV. And ironically, Shop and TV charge less than we do, and Shop and TV buy them from me. The reason why the price is so wonderful, the quantity they sell. Trouble-free quantity. I'm telling you, this is something special. Try it.
And tell us why this mulberry silk is so...
Well, not all silks are the same. You get raw silk, wild silk, tussa silk, and you get all sorts of grades of silk, and you have to be careful when you're buying silk. There's an awful lot of fake silk being sold, especially on the internet. So how we actually farm our own silk. We farm our own silk, and what we do, Hayley, we take the silkworm, place it in a metal tray, roughly the size of this bed, place the metal tray into a darkened room, keep it there for 35, 36 days. We feed the silkworm and mulberry leaves, right? Now, the silkworm will eat 35, 36 times, and that 35, 6 times, 36 days, it will eat 10,000 times its own body weight in mulberry leaves. Its body weight will increase tenfold. Gosh. After 35, 36 days, it produces this cocoon, right? Now, the problem we have, there's 3 different colours of mulberry leaves, red, black and white. When you feed the worm in the red and black leaf, you get very high quality mulberry silk. When you feed it in the white mulberry leaf, you take a jump up. You get the highest grade silk, AAA grade. That's what's in this. The problem then is the tree that provides the white mulberry leaf, that provides the top silk, only grows in any commercial quantity in central and eastern China. And we constantly run out of AAA grade mulberry silk. That's why you'll hear Sean and Hayley very often saying when we come here, we're running out, we haven't got enough. Because we cannot get the quantity of silk we need. We're not a company who take a small amount of mulberry silk and mix in inferior fibres. Everything we sell is 100% AAA grade Mulberry Silk, made by the official Mulberry Company. You can buy it with confidence. You can try it. And if you don't like it, it's impossible. Everybody likes it. If you don't like it, you can have your money back. It's wonderful.
That is wonderful. The fact that you can try it out, it's so
That little
important.
cocoon, Sean, there's 6,000 of those. Do you know, Hayley, there's over a mile of silk on that.
That's incredible.
Maybe a mile and a half.
From one silkworm?
From one silkworm.
Wow.
Unbroken in one piece. It floats off in tepid water. There's 6,000 of those in a duvet.
And that's the quality that we can see.
That's the quality there.
Pure white.
The duvets, when we get them home, there is a little zip and you can look.
You can look,
and
open,
feel
that's
the
why there's a... And I tell you, when you mentioned pure white, Hayley, the why is pure white. We take the extra step. Before we insert that silk into the duvet, it has to be washed. Now, we wash it in spring water, which has been filtered. So it's pure, so the water is pure. And we can wash it 15, 20 times before we are satisfied that it's pure and it's ready to be sold to the public. That's why we have the Allergy Board certificate. Nobody else has. The Allergy Board, if you have allergies, you have to be careful. Allergies kill. If you have allergies, you have to be careful. And the Allergy Board are telling people with allergies, this is safe. That's the difference.
And again, with the allergy seal of approval, you have that peace of mind, but you also have the opportunity to try, if you do have allergies, get this home and see the difference for yourself that it might make for you.
And do
every
all
night.
your own research when it comes to silk, as Raymond says. The quality of the silk, it's mulberry silk, it's the finest quality. But we are coming towards the end of the live show. Now, if you've got these in baskets...
the end of the stock.
Yeah, do check your baskets out. We're going to remind you of the prices and the sizes, because we've still got, at the moment, all 4 sizes, but not a lot, I'm hearing, not a lot.
Very, very low double figures now. The single should be 169, it's 139. You split that cost with PayPal, £47.98 is the first of those 3 payments. Get this for your little ones. See if they sleep better, if they don't get hot and clammy like they normally do. Again, you can do that with your money-back guarantee. And if you have a young one in bed and they do have accidents now and again, it's not the end of the world. You can actually put this into the washing machine as well. Then if you're going for the double, if you sleep with a partner and you're going for the double, the king, the super king, remember this duvet will work for you and for them. And we all sleep very different. Some of you might sleep very hot at nights and throwing the duvet off while the other partner is tucking the duvet under. Honestly, it is going to be the right duvet for both of you all year round. Never sleeping too hot, never sleeping too cold. And if you're going for that double, again, that has just... The amount of people ordering, that's another 10% of that stock gone in just those last few minutes. You have got a £60 saving, and splitting that cost, £61.32 is the first of those 3 payments that you can pay and get it home and try it with a money-back guarantee.
Then we go to your king size, usual price of £259. Maybe you've got a double bed and you want that gorgeous hotel drape over the bed. So double bed with a king size duvet looks fantastic. Again, hugely busy there. It should be £259. It's down to £199. And with those PayPal payments, £67.98 on your first of 3 interest-free payments there. I would add in pillows, add in pillowcases. You'll only pay 1 postage, and everything on such great deals at the moment. However, if you want the Super King now, they're all coming under that same item number, 212998. We're still really busy for this time in the morning. If you want to go for that Super King size, should be £279. It's down to £219. And once again, it's $74.65 if you use PayPal paying through.
You desperately need to check your baskets through. It's for the stock we've got left now, and so many in baskets. Have that peace of mind. You can try it, but also it comes with a 10-year warranty, which is incredible. But again, we're going to step away from the duvets so you can check that basket through so we know what stock we've got available. And we can just about tell you about the pillows, because remember, it's not yours until you check your basket out. So though there's more people ordering than stock is available, you can still order and check it out and beat everybody. And this, I think, for so many people, I mean, it's life-changing bedding for so many people.
It really is. To have the comfort of silk, to lay your head upon a silk pillow. It sounds like something out of a Disney film, isn't it? Lay your head upon the silk pillow.
You'd think you'd never be able to afford it. It's just too luxurious, but look at our prices.
Yeah.
Incredible £20 saving. And Raymond, I mean, we're coming towards the end of the show, but we've got to, for the stock we've got left of the pillow, people were asking you to create a pillow because everybody loved your duvet
because,
so much.
you know, when we started off 36, 37 years ago, we made duvets. That was it. And we were a tiny little company, and we was trying to find our feet, and we were making duvets. And we started to sell duvets, and the public started to phone up and say, look, your duvets are wonderful. And a buyer from a TV company here in Britain asked us to make a pillow. So we made a pillow. We took our time. There's an old saying, the devil is in the detail.
Yeah.
We believe that, so we took our time. Now, it took us about 2.5 years to get the pillow ready to be sold to the public. Now, at this point, I should mention, the Bedding Association here in Britain, who are clever people, they're knowledgeable, they know what they're talking about. They said, they reckon, if all pillows, Sean, were sold with a money-back guarantee, a very high percentage would be returned. They reckon the percentage could possibly be about 60 or 65%. When we started selling this pillow, in the first 13 months, we sold 86,000 pillows.
Oh,
now, we didn't get 60 or 65% returned. We got 19 individual pillows returned. And that's amazing, Hayley, because there's so many poor, nasty, cheap pillows available for the public to waste their money on. This studio we're sitting in this evening is in Manchester. 6, 7, 8 months ago, I mentioned this earlier in the programme. I'll repeat it. I hope I'm not boring you, but it's important I repeat it. It'll give you some insight into the rubbish they put into pillows and people buy not knowing any better. I was in one of the largest retailers of pillows in the United Kingdom, here in Manchester. They had a mountain of pillows for sale. I'm not talking about 1 or 2 dozen. I'm talking about hundreds. They were stacked up on pallets as high to the ceiling. They were charging £6 each for them. And the fact they had hundreds stacked meant they expect to sell hundreds. £6 each. These pillows were filled with recycled plastic bottles. Think about that. When you buy a bottle of water, you drink it, the bottle's empty, they ground it up, stuck it in a pillow. Now, every year in Britain, check this figure on a computer, 10 million nasty, cheap pillows end up in landfill. People buy them, hoping it's going to be the pillow of their dreams, literally. Ends up in landfill. This one doesn't. We had 19 returned out of 86,000. The top cover is Egyptian cotton, 230 thread count. The filling within the top cover is long-fibre, AAA grade Mulberry silk. We're not trying to hoodwink anyone. We're not trying to deceive you. We tell you on the label, we have to put it on by law, exactly what's in it. Cut it open. In the middle, you have a little pocket of fibre. That's to give your neck and shoulder support. All the way around that is layers of silk. Perfection. Wash it as often as you want. This is the one I sleep on at home. 6 years old. It's been slept on for 17,000 hours. It's been washed minimum 20 times. Just look at the condition of it. When I travel, I bring it with me. It helps me get a good night's sleep. I sell them on my website. You can only buy it from 2 people, myself or Shop and TV. I sell them on my website. Each pillow, one, £60, £5 postage. To use a modern phrase, I'm not ripping people off. That is the true value of a quality pillow like this. Shop and TV, buy large quantities at a special price. And they sell them at a special price. You can buy them from Shop and TV this morning for £40 each. It's £20 less than I charge, so it's a bargain. try them. You have nothing to lose. Money back guarantee if you're not pleased. Allergy board approved. No dust mites in these pillows.
And machine washable, I think, is really important when it comes to a pillow.
Yeah, we dribble into a pillow. If you've got a cold, you're coughing, you're spluttering all night. Perhaps you're in bed for a few days and you've not been well. And we change all the bedding, and it's great when you've got clean sheets, but actually, how nice to have a clean pillow to put a clean pillowcase onto, because we do, our heads are in those pillows. And when you think about the fact as well, dust mites don't like silk. If you suffer with allergies, and that's just where your nose and your mouth is, you've got, of course, that peace of mind, and the fact you've got a money-back guarantee to sleep on this and see the difference it makes.
Multi-order, if you want these, hundreds of you well,
so many.
It's getting even higher than that. Hundreds already gone for it. Hundreds of you have still got them in baskets, but they're not yours until you confirm your order.
And hundreds of you are still going to miss out because the stock just isn't there. You do need to please check your baskets through. More people ordering than stock is available, so please grab that while the stock is there. If you do like the silk pillowcases, we've sold out of one colour option. The Arctic blue or the Arctic ice is very, very low. 93% of the stock are gone, so there's 7% left. We haven't got enough pillowcases to go alongside the pillows, so please, if you want that silk pillowcase, do check your basket out for that as well. We've had a really busy morning, which is great. You're investing in a good night's sleep, and that is so important.
We are going to go back to your duvets in just a second. Just to remind you, though, everything on the website. We just mentioned your pillowcases. Please have a little look on the website, because we don't want you to miss out on the colours, because we already had a sellout in the whites. If you go through there to select your option, whichever one you select, if you go for the white, unfortunately, that's already sold out. So you've still got the Arctic ice, you've still got the sage, and you've still got the desert options available.
Sean, can I mention something?
Yes, of course.
I've just come to me as you're talking. This might surprise the public. We sell, before Christmas, literally, we trade in 35 countries, so we sell lots of stuff, fortunately. Not being boastful, I'm just pointing something out. We sell hundreds of thousands of pillowcases. People buy them at Christmas as a gift, and they give them to a relative.
Yeah, lovely gift.
And now that person then sleeps on them over Christmas. And in January, believe it or believe it not, Sean, we sell more than we do at Christmas, because people have now slept on them.
Yeah.
And within a couple of weeks, they notice the difference of their hair, of their skin.
And they're telling everybody.
And they come back for maybe a second one for their partner. So January, that's why you've sold so many tonight. One of the reasons, because people have bought them at Christmas and now they're reordering, because the quality of the silk is so sky high. That's why.
So check those pillowcases out on the website. Remember, you've still got 3 colours at the moment. However, if you're shopping for anything right now, there's the pillowcases at £35. They're a great reduced price. We've got to finish the show, or before we get to the end of the show, with the silk duvets. And if you are watching on +1, ITV or STV +1, just go to the website and check. We've still got everything in stock for you.
Been massively busy on the phones, so we do apologise if you have been waiting on phones. We're still really busy on the phones. We will get to you as soon as we can, but your quickest way is to get onto the website. But please do remember, hundreds of you ordering stock that we just haven't got. It's the first people to check out now that we'll get. I'm not sure when we'll get Raymond back with us. It's stock that we can't have 24 hours a day, 7 days a week, every week of the year. It's just not possible.
Yeah.
When we have stock, we do
Well,
shows.
we farm our own silk. Now, you see what's happening with the weather here in Britain today.
Yes.
It's the same all over the world,
Yeah,
I can assure you. In America at the moment, half of America is minus 30 degrees. And if you add the wind chill factor, it's minus 50. All over China, I mean, there's monsoons, floods, everything. So our supply of silk is governed by Mother Nature.
Yeah.
So we can't guarantee to be here in 2 weeks' time or 4 weeks' time. They ask us to be here once, twice a month. We do our best. But we will only come when we have the top quality silk in our products. So we just see what Mother Nature is
You only
capable
manufacture when you have that AAA grade
Yes,
silk.
yeah.
You don't,
we don't
use
add
anything
inferior,
else.
no. You're buying the best of the best. That's what it boils down to, quality.
And when we talk about the silk, Raymond, Mulberry silk, AAA grade, long strand, these are all really important
Yes.
factors.
Yeah, it's like baking a cake. If you get all the good ingredients in, you're going to get a decent cake. All we have done with this duvet, it's quite simple. We've taken what I think most people would agree is the two most famous fabrics in the world, Egyptian cotton and silk. We've given these fabrics to a company with a top reputation for quality. They've produced a really good product. We're offering it to the public at an affordable price. You know, where I live, there's an old saying, a pound saved is a pound earned. If you can save money by buying at Shop and TV, which you undoubtedly do, why not buy and Shop and TV, right? To give you an example, Sean, we haven't mentioned this. I sometimes mention this when I'm on Shop and TV. Not this Christmas past, the Christmas before. My son, Martin, is here with me tonight. You know Martin well. He went into a very large shop, and there's only 2 major shopping centres where I live in Glasgow. There's a company in one of those shopping centres who are renowned for quality. You can't knock them for quality. They're renowned. Martin went in to buy his mother a dressing gown for Christmas. He noticed they were selling silk duvets. For a king size, they were charging £512.
Wow.
Now, this is a highly reputable company.
Yeah.
£512. Martin read the label to see what was in them. In this duvet for £512 from a large company who trade internationally, who have a stellar reputation for quality, there was 12% silk.
12?
12%. The rest of the duvet was man-made fibres.
So they could say it was a silk
In
duvet.
Britain,
My word.
this is almost criminal. You can make a duvet, you can put 10% silk in it, 90% inferior fibres, like polyester, and as long as it has minimum 10% silk in it, you can put a silk label on it and pass it off as silk.
That's crazy.
And you're not breaking the law. Now, everything we are offering this morning is made by the official Mulberry company. Our head office is in Vancouver. We trade internationally. You're buying from the people who farm their own silk. All of our duvets have 100% pure silk in. There's a zip in every one of our duvets. Unzip that zip and you'll be able to touch your silk and you'll know you've bought the best of the best.
And of
now
course,
we can
those
see
benefits of
the
that
quality.
beautiful silk working for you all night long, every night of the year. Never sleeping too hot or too cold, because helping to regulate your body temperature. And remember, this incredible duvet as well is machine washable, which is, I think, such
So important.
It's
a
very
huge
important,
thing.
actually.
Yes.
And a 10-year warranty and allergy seal of approval, the UK allergy seal of approval. We are coming towards the end of the show. If you've got these items in baskets, please confirm your orders. Hundreds of you still with items in baskets.
So,
we should remind you of the prices and the sizes.
Yeah, just to tell you very quickly, if you've got the silk pillowcase in a basket, we are limited stock on all colours on our silk pillowcase. The white has sold out and the Arctic Ice is about to go, but limited stock completely over all the colours. If you do want to go for the duvet, please check your basket out, but you can still order it, even though we are what we call over-allocating on most items right now. More people ordering than stock is available. It's not yours till you check out, so you can still order and check your basket out first.
So the single size, first of all, you can see there, if you want to go for the single, it should be 169. It's down to 139. We can still offer you PayPal Pay in 3. If you've got a PayPal account and you're paying online, £47.98 on your first of 3 interest-free payments. Brilliant prices across the board.
Yeah, very, very low figures on that single. It won't go before the end of the show, but if you're watching on +1, it may have gone. So do check the stock that's available. If you're going for the double, remember this is going to work for you and a partner. If your partner sleeps always too hot and you're always too cold, it works for both of you without one of you throwing the duvet off, one of you trying to tuck the duvet under. If you're going for that double, you've got a £60 saving, incredible price, and of course you have got the opportunity to split that cost with PayPal. 6132 is the first of those 3 payments. You can pay that and get it home and try it with that money back guarantee, but again, a vast amount of that stock gone and so many people trying to order. And then the king size has been probably one of our busiest sizes.
The king size is a great option. Even if you've got a double bed and you want to upgrade to a king size duvet, it gives you that gorgeous drape over the bed. It also stops that duvet war between you and your partner because you've got the extra amount of duvet. Should be £259. It's down to £199, and with those PayPal payments, $67.98 on your first of 3 payments. Whatever you're shopping for now, just hearing we've had another surge. Please check your baskets out and confirm your orders. But we've still got the Super King in stock.
Yes, again, Super King, £60 saving. We've just got it available. Very, very low figures. The single and the Super King are the lowest figures now. And, of course, you have got the opportunity to split the cost. So £74.65 is the first of those 3 payments for you to get it home and try it. See if you have allergies, if it makes that difference when you sleep. See if you always sleep really cold through the winter, if it does actually keep you at that right temperature and all of a sudden you haven't got freezing feet and you're not spending ages trying to get warm. Or perhaps you're like me, going through a time in life and through nights you get really hot sweats, and see the difference it can make to that. You've got the opportunity to try. So if you're sceptical, don't be. Get it home and try it with that money-back guarantee.
And a 10-year warranty, and the UK allergy seal of approval, and it's machine washable. It really is a brilliant opportunity to try these products, whether it's the duvet, whether it's the pillows, or whether it's the pillowcases. If you are watching on +1, do check the website to see what stock we've got remaining on everything.
We're coming up to 3 o'clock and we've still got hundreds of people with items in baskets. We've never finished a show so busy, I don't think. So please check your basket through, knowing that you're investing in your health, really, a good night's sleep. Yeah. Look at go on the internet. What are the health benefits of a good night's sleep? If you're not sleeping well, though we blame everything else, you get tired. If you're not sleeping well, you're not comfortable. Something's not working for you.
And a duvet, a pillow, a mattress, they can all make a huge difference. We've got to say a huge thank you to Raymond for joining us. Been a massively busy show, as always, when you're here,
Thank you, Sean. Thank you, Hayley.
Always a joy.
And thank you to all the viewers who have trusted us and bought from us this morning. Every single sale is appreciated. See you next time.
Yes.
Bless you.
Yeah, and we can't wait to have Raymond back with us. We don't know at the moment when we've got another show because, as we say, we can't suddenly miraculously find more stock. So whilst we've got that stock available, please check those baskets out. But remember, duvets, low double figures on all of them, and that silk pillowcase, well, is about to disappear.
So confirm your orders, whatever you're shopping for, and we'll see you very soon.
Good night. See you later.